We are live and we are with. It's going to be interesting. The sun is shining. Everything's happy until my side lose at 3 o'clock. Now, we've got to be. We've all got to be a little bit more optimistic, haven't we? Today is an optimistic day. Rotherham won't get trounced. Want to bet. Half, I think half of us just want it to happen so that we can just say, "Well, we told you so." When we get too close to that drop zone, and what Steve Evans said at the week in the week was absolutely mind-numbingly stupid. Absolutely mind-numbingly stupid. He said, "Yeah, we're nowhere near relegation. We might even be in the top half. We could even be in the top half by Saturday night." I don't know where he gets his maths from, because we're 6 points away from 12th position, which means we can't actually reach halfway. And it's like all the Rotherham fans are. It's talking utter ucks again, isn't it? Absolute ucks. And it's really ridiculous because, oh yes, very good. Not. So let's have a look. We can have a look at the FA Cup games, actually, now. So Crystal Palace versus Millwall. And in fact, we can probably go via this one, which is a little bit more... No, that's Preston Burnley. Crystal Palace Millwall. Here we go. So Palace. That's why, because it says Palace on here, so it puts it further down. P or a C. So we've got Palace versus Millwall, and we're going to go in there. We've got I'll go for Palace. They're doing a 3-4-2-1. Please do stay online, like and subscribe. We're going to be going through this all day, so I'm going to knacker by the time it's at 5:30, won't I? Palace are doing a 3-4-2-1. Turner in goal. We've got Richards, Lacroix, and Gay in defence. We've got a straight midfield of Munoz, Lerma, Hughes and Chilwell, and then we've got a sort of 2 and a 1 up front. We've got Sarr and Eze supporting Mateta. So that's the Palace lineup. We've got a fair amount. I don't know if that's their best side, but I'm sure you lot can tell me more than I would know. 4-2-3-1 for Millwall, and they're going with a staggered mid. So we've got Roberts in goal. We've got Harding, Tanganga, Cooper, and Bryan in defence. We've got staggered mid of Negley, Denor, Kundal, Mitchell and Aziz. So they're going with a pretty standard team here, and Josh Coburn up front. So we'll be seeing how that works out. 3-4-2-1 versus 3-4-2-1. But in a different style. They're sort of Millwall have done it with a staggered mid so that they can sort of pull back, whereas Palace's 3-4-2-1 is more attacking. So home side attacking, Millwall away side trying to pull that back and perhaps just catch them on the break and then try and pull back to keep it in the lead with the looks of it. We've also got Preston versus Burnley. Here, look at Preston versus Burnley. It's a 4-3-3 for Preston. It's Burnley with 4-2-3-1. So again, we've got the home side on the attack. However, in this case, it's a really standard 4-3-3. Woodman in goal for Preston, and we've got Kesler Hayden, Gibson, Lindsay, and Brady at the back. Yeah, pretty standard back line there for Preston. Ledson, Torderson, and McCann in midfield, and then Will Keane, Osmajic, and Potts up front. So pretty good. However, Burnley, we know what they can do, and we know that they have had a tendency to anything that goes on target tends to be pretty much, a good chance of going in. We've got Hadaki at the back. We've got Son, Worrell, Esteve and Perez in defence. Staggered mid of Manuel, Shelvey, Cimiento and Brownhill and Calesho. Now that's obviously more to exactly. We're trying to stop that high line of three from Preston pushing past the defence. So they've got more. They've got the Manuel and the Calesho down the wings to try and possibly pull back together with Shelvey and Brownhill, and then you've sort of got a more almost six in defence ish, but more of a sort of more of a defensive midfield in there. So that's the two games for the FA Cup. We are 12:07, so we can go on with the others because these are 12:30 games. Those two are 12:15. So Blackburn versus Norwich. We've got lineups here. Blackburn are doing 4-2-3-1 at the standard staggered mid. Wow, Norwich. Now this is strange for me. I don't see why they're doing this. They're away from home. They're doing a 4-3-3. Now it's not been working for me, and I just worry that they're playing a Blackburn side. The ball just the ball just seems to be running for Blackburn, doesn't it? Everything seems to be going. They get the run of the green quite often, and without actually playing brilliant football, they get the scores. Which, hey, it's something I've been saying all season. It doesn't matter if you win 1-0 or 3-0. If you get 1-0, you've got the points, and that's all that matters in the end. It's trying to get up that table, and that's what Blackburn have done. Norwich 4-3-3. Let's see whether it works. This Blackburn side can play a good, solid class of football, constant, which I like. I like the fact that it's constant. Piers in goal. Britton, Carter, Hyam and Ribeiro in defence. We've got staggered mid of Carbo, Travis, Cantwell, Forshaw and Dolan. Yeah, and Gueye up front. I'd like to see more attacking options up there, but Norwich certainly are trying to go off from the and hopefully they do. They go off from the start. They may have a chance here. Gunn in goal. They've got the back four of Fisher, Duffy, Cordoba, Christine, and in midfield they've got Nunes, Sorensen, and Slimane, isn't it? And up front we got Dobbin, Sargent and Saints. Now, Borgia Saints and Josh Sargent, yeah, absolutely, yeah, I love those two. Dobbin for me can, yeah, hit and miss for me, that one. It's going to be an interesting one. If that's going to work, I fear that Norwich are going to have to stamp their foot on the ground from minute one. Let's see what Leeds versus West Brom's going to be like. Because West Brom can put up a damn good defence card. Their defence has tended to be really quite solid. Not all the time, but quite a lot of the time it's been quite solid. Leeds United are 4-2-3-1. West Brom are also 4-2-3-1. Now, I don't know about you, but playing Leeds at home using the same formation, what are you're really trying to outclass a Leeds side using the same formation? I hope their tactics are completely different, put it that way. Leeds United, goal, Meslier. We've got the back four of Bogle, Rodon, Struijk and Firpo. Obviously, extremely well-known back line there. Staggered mid of James, Rothwell, Aronson, Tanaka and Solomon. And Joe Pirro up front. I mean, wow. What are West Brom going to do with the same system? Just make sure that they're actually doing exactly the same. Because look, 2 and a 3, 2 and a 3. Yeah, they are. So Wildsmith in goal, Furlong, Batley, Hegum, Styles, midfielder Price, Mowat, Swift, Malumbi, and Johnston, and up front Adam Armstrong. To me, they're just a little bit poorer than that Leeds side, and I just can't see. I really can't. I was hoping that they'd try something different to what Leeds are trying, and I worry that they're going to try and play them at their own game. You can't play Leeds at their own game, even with a top 6 side. You just cannot. I can't see. What do you think? Because I really can't see Leeds being beaten at their own game at Leeds. Yeah, really strange. Oxford versus Coventry is the last championship game. 4-2-3-1 for Oxford with a staggered mid. It's 3-4-2-1 for Coventry. So this is where I would have thought West Brom might have gone. Something a bit different to try and mix the play up, to try and be different from Leeds. So we've got Oxford with coming in goal. We've got a back 4 of Peter Kioso, Hellick, Brown and Moore. Staggered mid of Plachetta, Brannigan, Goodrum, good old Will Volks and Mark Harris. And up front, Romani. Now, let's see what Coventry have got. We've got Dovin in goal. A back 3 of Thomas, Kitching and Bidwell. So good, strong back 3 there, I think. Now, they can actually cock it up. Those 3 can make a total hash of it. And I have seen them make a total hash of it. They made a total hash at Portsmouth, didn't they, I think? And just what on earth were they thinking of they were doing? But most of the time, or certainly recently, they've been playing quite well together. So midfield of Evic, Eccles, Grimes, Rodoni. Front we've got it's Sakamoto and Mason Clark supporting Ellis Sims, so like just behind. This could be a very interesting tactical difference, because you've got to think out and out strikers. Romani. So Coventry have only got 3 in defence. It may work. Let's see how that one goes. I'd love to know what you think, because I think that is going to be quite an interesting tactical difference there. Then we go in, just watching the time, 1 minute to kick off there. We've got just enough time to go through the Birmingham and Wycombe sides. So Birmingham are doing 4-2-3-1. And then Wycombe are doing 4-2-3-1 as well. Are they both doing staggered? Yep, they're both doing the staggered. Allsop in goal for Birmingham. Laird, Clara, Davis and Cochrane. Dowell, Iwata, Williamson, Sung Ho and Garner Hickman and May up front. And I was actually told off by go and do one, saying I didn't look at the injuries they got, and I'd stopped saying that they got injuries when Stansfield came back just after the Wrexham game. But apparently he's not even in the substitutes. And Crystal Palace just kicked off there. It's strange, because I didn't realise that he got injured again. I really didn't. Unfortunately, I'm not monetized, so I can't. For me, I'd have had to have gone through something like 50 different teams, and I think it worked out about 100 different videos to get all the data. So I can't do that because I'm not monetized and I don't get paid for this. Wycombe are 4-2-3-1 with Norris in goal. We've got Pattenden, Lowe, Taylor and Harvey. And a staggered mid of McCleary, Scowen, Cameron Humphreys, Simmons and Odinimna and Udo up front. Both these teams can really play football. If anybody can beat Birmingham, if anybody can keep them to a draw, it's that side. The other side, of course, is the next game, which is Wrexham versus Bolton. But Bolton have been getting better, and let's see quick, because we're watching. I'm keeping an eye on the Palace Millwall game at the minute, and Millwall just intercepted, kicked it forward. Ooh, the straight to the box as well. That's a really long ball by Millwall. Anyway, 3-5-1-1 for Millwall, for Wrexham. They've stopped doing just the 5 at the back, and now they're starting to play around with the different formations. It didn't work at first. It started to work again now. They started to be able to use it against a Bolton side who are playing 3-4-2-1, flat 4 in the middle as well for that. So Wrexham, what do we got? We got Okonkwo in goal. We've got a black 3 of Cleworth, O'Connell and O'Connor. I hate doing that one live. A straight 5 mid of which is what they've been doing recently. Longman, Dobson, Rathbone, James and Seb Revan. And then we've got Rodriguez and Smith up front, one sort of supporting the other. Bolton on the other hand, Southwood in goal, Forrester, Johnston and Murphy at the back. A straight mid 4 of Dacre, Cogley, Morley, Sheehan and Schoen, and then again front 3, 2 supporting of McAtee and Tutu, and up front Collins. That's where Sayo Tutu's gone. I wonder where he disappeared. He played absolutely awful for us, but never mind. But you know, with a Bolton side that's starting to click, let's see what Bolton can do against Wrexham. So we're going to quickly go into here. I can actually choose one of these first because let's go for that one. We're going to that one. So we're going to be doing that one.
So,
which is
the Italian winger, despite playing not in the Premier League, is still in the thoughts
Preston nil, Burnley nil. 2 minutes through. Millwall away at Crystal Palace. Actually started a minute earlier, so
two now fouls on Burnley
Crystal Palace now. We've got Lerma on the left-hand side.
Play back to Son.
Back to Chilwell. Chilwell now quite far back. So the Crystal Palace back line is nice and
Burnley just playing it back to their goalkeeper through Lucas Pires now.
Chilwell.
Cladke well outside his penalty area.
You're listening
Sun in his eyes a little bit in these early stages and
game,
eventually clears long. Up towards Koleosho. He's beaten in the air though by Kessler Hayden.
Now, Crystal Palace are playing all on the back. They're really keeping the ball, but it's not actually going anywhere. Hopefully you can hear me. It does look like you can.
Tries to cross himself, Esteve, but that's not his strong suit.
Do like and subscribe. Bang. That'd be good.
Brady should probably run this one clear. Given away on the edge of the box, though. Challenge goes in.
Something about
eventually, Brady does win the ball and can play it up the line. Where fighting for possession here is Will Keane. He thought he was dragged back there. And in fact, he was also Majic. And he was. So the referee gives a free kick now to Preston.
Yeah, it was a decent.
So here we go. Oh, Millwall's intercepted. Negley on the right hand side gives it a 1-2 with Denor. Back to Harding. Harding runs into the right hand corner. And can he turn and pull it back? We're on 4 minutes and we're still might be a corner there, but I don't think it's been given as a corner.
Havoc in this contest, but they've done well to ride the early pressure. These
come in and it's to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicks it out. Tanganga intercepts that one for Millwall. Millwall now. What do you mind doing that? What do you really? Crystal Palace now. They've intercepted back again. Why is it stopped?
On the edge of the box, then the referee's
shot off target by Muniz for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are sort of taking Millwall on the break, which is quite strange. I thought they'd be on the front foot, and they're sitting back quite a bit. Millwall not so good away from home.
Designed free kick, I think, from.
Certainly be an interesting game, I think.
Played that by the Preston attack, and
what's happened here?
His face, but looks like that's from the landing rather than
something's happened at Crystal Palace.
Very awkward fall when he rises up for the
What's
header.
the referee
he sort of appeals for a
thinking
foul
of?
in mid-air, and that means he can't actually bring his
Is
hands
this going to be a
down in time
penalty?
to protect himself.
There
as
can't
he
be a
goes to
penalty
full.
this
So we
early
saw
on.
what
Sure, it's
Nathan
only
Association
6
continue.
minutes.
Estev's clearance is headed away by Kesler Hayden. Brought down in midfield toward
So we're waiting to see what on earth the referee's
intercepted
thinking
there
here at Crystal Palace.
by Burnley's Lucas Pires.
Does
Given
look
away,
like
though,
it
by
may
the
be.
Clarets. And now Kesler Hayden
Maybe a penalty. I don't know what he's seen.
to Potts, gets it back again and has to go back to his goalkeeper
So
this time.
if there is anybody on, just give me a little wave because at the minute I'm
Ball
on
from him
0.
is headed away by
I
Son.
don't mind. I'm just going
Tries
to
to
carry.
get
Oh,
there first,
it
played
is
forward again
actually.
towards
It
Osmani,
is
but,
actually a VAR.
snapped
They're
up by
looking
the
at the VAR.
Clarets defence. Bit
They're
of skill
reviewing
from,
it for a
Johnny
red
Shelby,
card.
really come to
It
anything.
may
Now
be a
Ball's
red
got a
card
good
here
deal
at
with it,
Crystal
just about.
Palace. I can't
Kicked away
see
by Keane. Keane brought
who
down
it
into
was.
the box. Referee saw no foul there. And,
So we've
now
got a
Burnley will try
VAR
and get it
at
forward themselves.
Crystal Palace for a
Cameron
red
Linger
card.
on Shelby. It was
Crystal
his
Palace having a
delay
shot
that,
there,
caused
bang,
the
straight on
problem.
goal.
Now Kolyosho was making
However,
tracks down
it
the
was
left-hand
saved.
side, just ran out of grass in the end, and it goes behind for a goal kick.
There's a really good running there by Kolyosho. He's such a
Let's
dangerous
have a
runner
look
on the
straight
ball.
on
He's
this one. We'll
got
be able
he's
to
got no
get
fear to
something
drive at the opposition defence. But
from
you've got
this
to give
one.
so much credit to Kesler Hayden coming over there on the
Yeah.
right-hand side, getting his body in front of the pacey Italian and just ushering the ball out of play for a goal kick. Really important bit of defending by the number 29, and he'll have a lot of that to do over the course of the next, 85 minutes minimum.
Yeah, absolutely. Preston's
It may
defensively,
be.
they are going to sit deep today, but they have to deal with some pacey
Millwall
forwards.
clear.
Manuel Benson's pretty quick as well.
Not
Sarmiento,
quite
quick
sure.
feet. And Kolyosho,
Is
as I
it
said,
a red
can be
card? It's
flyer when
only
he
it
gets
only
into
takes
stride,
6
so
minutes and a bit of
they are going to be tested for
controversy.
pace, that Preston back line
Mateta
today.
runs in with
So now there's
Cooper
a giveaway here
by the side of
Burnley.
him,
Son was
and
caught
for
in possession
some
by
reason
Brady.
Roberts
Advancing
is
towards the edge
well
of the
out of
box.
his
That ball goes
box
into the
and
penalty area. Not
oops,
quite,
takes
good
him.
enough there.
Looks like he
And
may have
puts out
taken him
by
out.
Burnley as Shelby helps out and Son should clear
Was
now.
it reckless
Again,
by the
delaying,
goalkeeper?
and that
This will be
allowed,
quite bad, won't
challenge
it?
to come in on him from, I think,
Catches
McCann.
him in. Yeah.
Goes out
Oh,
for
catches him in the
throw.
face with his foot. So
So some of these
the
Burnley
Millwall
players
goalkeeper has
played a
kicked
lot this season, obviously.
kicked the
Scott
Crystal
Parker
Palace
has
attacker in
had
the
his regular
face
starting 11
when he
in the
went out. But he was
Championship.
going for the
He's made
ball.
lots of changes in the FA
I
Cup
mean, if he's
this
got
week,
him in the face,
Henry Levin
it's
changed in
I
the previous round as
I
well,
think it's
so
totally
these guys
accident.
perhaps haven't
But
played
hey, you know.
much since the last round about a
We
month
are
ago.
waiting for a red
Very, very
card,
true.
perhaps for the
There's such good
Millwall
squad
goalkeeper.
depth at this level.
This
That
will
doesn't
be
stop Parker's
absolutely.
men, but you can see maybe a little
this
bits
will
of
not
a
be
lack
good.
of chemistry in this Burnley side so far. Not great running off the ball, the intricate triangle pass.
And where are Millwall in as we wait for this? Where are Millwall
Yeah,
in the
attempted
actual
ball,
league?
out of
Because
defence by
this is
Gibson
going
was
to be
blocked, but back there was Lindsay. He
a
plays it
little
across
bit of
to
an issue.
Kesler
They're
Hayden, now
12th with
back to the
45 points.
defender, and
You
Kesler
see,
Hayden finds his goalkeeper now in
they
the shade
needed
of
to
the
keep their
stand where
goalkeeper.
I think the Burnley fans are occupied.
Because if he gets a red card,
anyway, the ball's cleared up the line,
then
and it's not a
unfortunately
great
that's going
clearance
to
there
be pushing.
by Gibson goes out for a
The
throw
thought of
inside
pushing
the
for
Preston
sixth
half. Burnley
position
take it quickly,
will surely be
and now Manuel
out
Benson is holding off.
and
The
gone,
intentions
won't
of
it? And
Lindsay
yet
plays
it
it
is
back
a
to
red
Shelby.
card. It's a
Goes
red
back to
card
halfway
for the
line. Steph
goalkeeper.
quickly out of his feet
There we
there
are.
to find Lucas Pires.
It looks
Now
like it's a
Kolyosho
red
on
card.
that left touch line, knocking it back to the feet of Estev.
So that's going to be a bit of a bummer for Millwall, isn't it? Red card for the goalkeeper after just 6 minutes, and he went for the ball, but his foot seems to, as he slid past, I think he's caught the player in the face with his foot. Oh dear! Right.
Quickly, there was Estev again. Good clearance up towards Foster, but he chests it down only to the benefit of McCann.
We are on
now,
5 minutes to the other games.
There.
Let's go to the one we're listening to, which is Preston Burnley. Kesler Hayden down the right hand side. So Preston are trying to build down the right hand side. We'll leave you with the commentary. This is the commentary from the game.
10 minutes gone at Deepdale.
Oh, cross it forward, but Esteve kicks it out.
Early ball
Ooh,
into the
Kolyosho
channel.
gets a
Kesler Hayden
second
continued his
ball.
run, but tracking back
And
there was
Burnley
Lucas
can,
Pires, and then a challenge comes in from
Burnley's
Wolves,
back in
stabbing
with
up
it.
towards the halfway line. Headed in field by Kolyosho.
Kolyosho now.
His first significant touch, poking it forward.
It's quite close on the time. Well, not the sound is usually 30 seconds behind what I can see. However, it isn't. And it's a Preston throw.
This is not sticking for the Clarets at the moment. Again, far too easy for Preston to defend against. the second ball, the majority of the time, is going Preston's way. Whenever Preston are getting into the final third,
So Preston
their
0,
final
Burnley
isn't
0.
quite finding Osmaic or Keane inside.
We have indeed
Burnley
got
penalty
Liam
area.
Roberts
If we really
red
mentioned
carded
the
at
numbers of
Millwall.
Keane
So
in this
for
contest,
Millwall, it's
in an
Palace
attacking
0,
format, he's been
10
very much
man
absent
Millwall
so
0.
far in his fixtures.
We
He's
surely
nicely
haven't
on the
got
end
a
of this one,
hope
has
in
been
hell
tiny
now,
but
have we?
bundled
I
over
mean,
by,
really?
Joe Worrell, and it looks like it's actually going to be a free kick for a Preston near left-hand
That
side. It
is
was actually
so
Osmaic who was fouled.
unlucky.
Yeah, Osmaic running the channels, isn't he?
So,
He's
that's
very
gonna
willing
be
runner to
difficult,
make
isn't
those
it?
sort of defence stretching runs, and this time Worrell has clattered
Look
him
who
there
they've
as
got,
he
coming
just
in
got the
there
ball
then.
first, and Worrell's he's barged him, and Osmaic was sort of
They
waiting
put
for
someone
the
in
challenge.
goal.
And goes down.
I'm not being
Play
told
free
who's in
kick.
goal.
Worrell needs to perhaps,
I take it it's
jockey
one
in
of
that
the
position because he really
substitutes.
wasn't going anywhere, was he? There was not much support for him there, Osmaic.
But it's not giving me this. Let's see if we can get that from the other game.
Well, there's no real need for Worrell to dive in, but you see that time and time
It's
again.
8-1 on now for Palace, and
really think of where the attacker is, and they just see the ball maybe there to be won. They go in, they mistime it, and they gift the opposition a chance.
Not
to
at
deliver.
all.
Yeah, and a set piece is
I'm
going to
have to
read.
read. While nobody's on, I'll give it a quick.
So Burnley do
quick
push
refresh.
out now. Ball's put back into the box. It's flicked on by Lindsay. Might drop here for a volley from I think that was McCann. Struck it fairly well. Straight at the goalkeeper though. Easy save, but at least the first save of the game there for Gladkin.
Burnley
Yeah,
are
it's
now
a shot that we can talk
defending.
about, which is
They're
anything to talk about from
kicking
an
it
attacking
around,
point of view.
1-2
He's
around the back.
12 minutes or so. He's done well to keep it on target there.
Soon,
McCann,
2
he could
minutes,
have
and we'll
easily
be going
just
to the
flashed through
Championship
for power
and
see
League
it
One games.
sail into Rose End.
But
He tried to
Roberts for
control it
Millwall, the
in lieu
goalkeeper,
of any
has
real
been
power.
given
He's
his
straight down
marching
for a
orders.
very comfortable
I don't think he
Czech
kicked him in the face. I
goalkeeper
think he
who's in
just
James Trafford today. Trafford's the one who's been getting
just,
all the rave reviews this season.
nicked
for
him
Burnley,
with his
£25
foot,
million signing from Manchester
as he
City.
sort of
They do
slid
have
in
some
to
sort
try
of
and get
buyback
the
clause
ball,
there, Man City. And you just wonder as
make
well,
himself
how
as
well
big
he's
as
been doing,
possible,
James
you know.
Trafford this season and the way he
However,
plays his football,
that doesn't matter,
Manchester
does
City
it?
interested in signing
Everything
him back,
is.
There's every chance that they might do. I mean, City needed a
So
little
here we
bit
are.
of
What's it's telling us what the substitution is now. So a minute, and we should get the substitution.
Some academy players are being bled back in. James McAtee, who had loads of loan spells at Sheffield United, he's now back.
Mateta is actually still claiming that he's seriously injured. So yeah, it's
so
that's been
that would be obviously the consideration for him, wouldn't it? You know,
4
he goes up
minutes,
with Burnley
5
this
minutes
season,
of laying on the ground.
he's played
Oh, my
38
face!
Premier League games, if he stays fit, would he
I do
at
hate
Manchester
it
City?
when
And
they
of course,
play like
the
babies.
question is, what if
You
Burnley
got-
don't go up this season? You know, they could finish third, miss out on the playoffs, something like that, and then you've got a Premier League player sitting
Draw
there.
blood, broken nose,
Wants to play
and
for England,
rugby
maybe.
players still
You know,
continue.
he's got a big
A
decision to
footballer
make.
gets
Sure,
a
there'll be
touch
bits
to the
coming in.
face and he's
Ball into the
being
penalty area from
killed.
a Burnley free kick is easily cleared by Preston. And we haven't seen a great deal of quality set pieces so far from either team.
So let's just
in
refresh
this game.
that, see if this one comes up with it first.
You know, get the ball on the chest.
One
Ball.
of them
Solly
will
goes
give
down in
me
a
which
tangle
ones come off
with,
and on.
Will
No.
Keane, and that is a free kick to Burnley. Manchester City.
Oh yeah, here we go.
in favour
Jensen's
action.
come on for
this weekend
Kundl.
against
So they've
Plymouth.
taken
Is that today
Kundl
or
off.
It's the late kickoff today.
They've taken Kundl off to
Currently a
put
Premier
their
League side in
substitute
action
goalkeeper on.
in the same time
And
as
it's
ours in
now
the FA Cup, Crystal Palace
still
nil,
Crystal
Leeds
Palace
Palace
0,
Park
10-man
goalless.
Millwall 0, with the
Millwall
goalkeeper
Liam
sent
Roberts
off for
showed a straight red card
as he
after just
went
8
in
minutes
for the
what
ball.
really is an
His
absolutely
foot
horrific tackle
slid
on
sideways and
Mateta.
apparently kicked Mateta in the face. And unfortunately, that's a VAR red because I think realistically he slid into it.
Sorry, from Ledson, I think it is, brings him down on the far side. So just a free kick.
So
though, but
unfortunately, we're
fairly
still.
cynical, from the Preston man, just
Crystal
desperate to
Palace
stop
are now
Koleosho
making a
before he got into
substitution.
stride and
I wonder if
took
they're
on the
actually
fullback.
thinking that Mateta needs to come
Wing-back
on.
as it is
He
today.
can't be coming off for that.
I'm sure
Surely
it's,
not. They can't be
Preston
taking
midfielders
Mateta
with
off for,
instruction to
for
close
a
down
slight
Koleosho
brush of the
as soon as
face.
possible, which is what happened there.
If a rugby player had
Glad's
a
gone
broken
backwards,
nose
though,
and
from the
blood
free
on his
kick,
face,
all the way
he'd
back
be
to
playing
Gladkin.
on and just strap me up,
Gets
Gov, I'm
lost
on.
straight down the middle of the pitch.
A little bit of a
Nobody
touch
underneath
and
it in,
and
the Burnley
yeah,
colours, and it's
comes
heading
on.
clear
It's strange.
by the
I
home side,
can't.
by the home side, yeah, picked up now in midfield.
It is. It is.
plays
Yeah,
to,
they have actually took him off
to
for
Ledson.
yeah.
He knocks it back,
no.
pops to Kesler.
Unless of course he's claiming concussion,
Swapping positions.
but it didn't look like
Kesler
concussion.
Hayden moves away.
But what do
towards
I
the
know?
halfway line.
What do I know?
And Ledson
Tell me
knocks
if you've
back
seen
to
it. What do you
Watts.
think of it? I didn't think it was that bad, but
Lindsay there,
you
in
know,
fact, he's,
perhaps I'm just
going
being a
back to his
bit
goalkeeper.
dim.
So a bit of
I'm a
pressure
Rotherham
from
fan after all.
Burnley, but,
So
great
yeah,
way by
it's
Wood
Crystal Palace
overhead
0,
of,
10-man
Brady
Millwall 0.
straight out for a
Goalkeeper
throw.
sent off there.
Neither team really able
We've
to
now
build up
got
particularly
going
well
again, so it's
from the
took
back today.
about 9 minutes to get
Really,
that
really
over and
poor
done with.
from, an
So
attacking
there's going to be
point of
lots
both
of
sides.
extra time
Passes going astray more times
at
than
Crystal
not.
Palace.
And there's no real sort of
It
thought
does
process or
mean,
idea of how they want to start
we
the
should
attack
be,
and how they
yeah, we
want,
are. We're started
to
at
build up a head of
Blackburn.
steam. It's a little bit
1 minute,
hit and hope at times,
48
particularly
seconds
from
so far.
Burnley,
Blackburn
when
0,
they've broken
Norwich
back,
0,
they try
Leeds
and go
0,
long and try and
West
set off the
Brom
pace
0,
of
that's
the
going.
front three. So front
Oxford
four,
0,
it's just not really
Coventry
working
0,
out.
that's
Something's
going.
gotta give.
Yeah, poor layoff there from
Wrexham
Benson.
Bolton is
Gives,
going, 1
Preston
minute
a
51
chance
0-0.
to,
Birmingham's
play
just
forward and
started,
offside.
so Birmingham's
Sarmiento goes out for a
a minute
throw,
or
so
two
it's thrown
behind
midway
everybody else.
inside the Burnley
Birmingham
half.
0,
Brady's gonna take
Wickham
it.
0.
As you mentioned, he's one of the
I
players
actually
with connections
wanted
to the
to
opposite
do
side
that
today.
one, so we're gonna swap now that they're going. We'll
Well
swap
read by Lowe,
to
and he should
Birmingham
clear
Wickham.
for, the chairboys. He does up to the halfway line. Birmingham City have it back.
So if you support Birmingham, that's where we're going to be for the 12.
goals.
30
St
games.
Andrews, have Birmingham City another long ball. They've been quite
Ooh,
direct.
Clara
Birmingham
Matthews
City. Clara
nicked that one, but
trying to put it
he
down.
tries giving it to
Properly
Paik.
dealt with first
and
time by Wickham.
It gets
Eventually
intercepted,
cleared
but
by Lowe
Paik
again, up
sort
to
of
the
like gets a
halfway
second
line.
ball at
Clara
it,
wins the
kicks it
first
back to
header.
Cochrane.
Udo
And Paik did
picks up
really
a
well there
small
to
try
get the second
turn.
ball.
Clara, good tackle from,
Wickham managed to
skipper.
intercept it just as they were threading it through the middle. And he kicks it back into defence so that they can keep the ball.
Forward to Paik.
Garner Hickman, but loses it to Pattenden.
Cochrane in the left back position goes down the line, flicked on.
Gives it
by
back to
Garner
Norris.
Hickman, but nobody ahead of him. That's going to roll.
So
through.
we'll be listening to. You can
Norris for
listen
his
to
first
the.
touch. And Wickham
Not
have,
too far
got
away
some
from what I'm looking at. So
possession,
the sound that you're listening to
17
is from the local radio.
Of course, Drew,
I'm
out
actually
Reading a
looking
couple
at
of
it
games ago,
on
but
screen.
bounced back in
Usually there's a
midweek
good
with the
30
technical
seconds
success
difference,
of
but
Leighton
there's about
Orient,
5 or 10 at the
who
minute.
were helped
So,
by, I thought was a harsh red card. Curry sent off in the 12th minute. And perhaps the writing was always on the wall.
Oh, Alfie May nicks it there. Oh, tries going
well,
through the middle
but,
and Birmingham
man
get
down
caught
at
offside.
12 minutes,
Alfie May just couldn't
just
time
helped
that pass through
Birmingham City
to get in through the defence
essentially
of
not
Wickham.
have to,
High
get
Wickham line.
necessarily out of third gear.
And they'll kick it off with Lowe back to Norris, Simmons, and yeah, it's.
Of course, Wickham, I wouldn't say have stumbled. They are unbeaten.
I'd say Wickham have
last
stumbled.
7,
And I think
but,
Wrexham
3
has
of
sort of
last 4
stumbled
games,
up to the.
at
They
this
changed
level,
their formation from
have been
5 at the back to
draws,
5
so
in
they've lost a little
midfield,
bit of ground.
and
Drew
they
Cambridge,
occasionally
Crawley,
mix it up
big
during the
Bristol
game.
Rovers at home, but then Drew with
But they
Wigan
don't seem
back
to
on the
be
road.
like they stuck with 5 at the back.
Pretty good,
Constantly,
away
always
record.
started
That's
off
in
with
League
5 at the
One,
back.
only lost
Now
twice
they're always constantly
on their
starting with
travels.
5
Another
in
long ball
midfield.
downfield, this time
They
from
do change it as they go through,
down the right, but
but
again, it's too
thank you
heavy.
very much.
It's going to,
We
bounce
do
through.
see that, but I think we need to see more ability to change.
Norris and, the
Teams
Cowboys
are
have
looking
back.
at them, knowing what they're going to play, how they're going to play. Which, when you get to the Championship, the top sides will absolutely kill you off because they know how you're going to set up and how you're going to be playing. You need to be able to change things around and just confuse the hell out of them. League One, it is working, and yeah, Rathbone there. Oh, Rathbone couldn't quite control it. Goes out for Wrexham, and goes out for a Bolton throw-in in their own half.
Happening for Wickham, defending a long ball and then clearing it. So Birmingham have gone quite direct in the early stages. Wickham now have it with Harvey in the left back position.
Wickham had it
Closed
there.
down by both
Oh,
Williamson
blimey.
and Dow.
Wrexham, Bolton have actually got the ball,
Retreat to
and they're
Norris.
really doing well in defence.
Tries to play
As
it
we're
out.
listening
Wants
to
puts a
the
challenge
Birmingham
on
game.
Simons, as he fell. No, says
If
the
you want me to
referee.
shut
The challenge
up
comes
and
in
listen to
from
the
Simons on
Birmingham game,
balance
you
after he lost
absolutely,
the
you
ball.
just say it in the
Birmingham
comments.
asked the question whether it was a penalty. That wasn't given. That again would have been harsh. Wickham win it back. Gardner Hickman turns into McCleary, who
Bolton
dispossessed
now
him.
they keep pushing,
And
they
then,
keep throwing
Gardner
it in.
Hickman
It keeps
then
getting
with the ball
kicked
back,
out
comes
by
down, McCleary,
Wrexham.
free kick Wickham.
there's no
The
play at the
referee,
minute.
Ben
It's just
Toner,
throw in,
incidentally,
kick it out,
ball
throw
played
in,
down
kick
the
it out.
line for Anya Dinmer.
Halfway,
Bit
and
of a push
Bolton
from,
keep
Clara.
throw it in. Shown
Anya Dinmer's ended up
Longman
falling over
intercepts
the,
the
advertising
cut
Hornets. He wants a
across
free
the
kick.
midfield to the left-hand side. He stops it from getting there, and Longman can knock it back to defence to try and build from the back three. Anything in the FA Cup, it's still Preston 0, Burnley 0, Palace 0, 10-man, Millwall 0, and 21 minutes. But there's been at least 9 minutes stoppage time there while they decided on the red card.
Essentially, Pike it was, not Iwata, has challenged Simons under pressure. He lost the ball, or he was losing the ball, stretched out a leg to try and retain it. I think he's got a little bit of the ball, and he's off balance as well.
Dacre
I would give a
Cogley
penalty
for
but of
Bolton.
course, anybody who's listened to me before.
Back to
knows
Southwood.
really
Bolton
like
now just
penalties. It's
kicking it around nice and gently.
Too easy.
Forrester,
Fair enough. If it's an obvious
Cogley,
decision,
right hand side to
obvious
McAtee.
foul,
Shone tries giving it back to
problem
Cogley, but
for Wickham.
O'Connor grabs
They've
it.
actually
Shern
conceded
kicks
the
it back.
foul.
But forward,
Harvey's
and
getting
James
Harvey, he's
kicks
getting
it
a bit
back.
of treatment.
McAtee intercepts
He
it.
brought down
It's a
Laird.
bit ping pong bally,
Harvey's
this
done
one.
something seemingly to his left
Somebody keeps the ball for a
leg,
couple of passes.
whether
It's
the knee or the calf, but it's
might
getting looked at the moment.
give the game a bit more
Into the 7th
impetus.
minute,
But
so they're a brief
McAtee
stoppage.
now
Let's try
back
and
with
catch
it
up with
in
some goals
midfield.
elsewhere. Yeah, plenty of games at 12:30, of course. In the Championship, Blackburn, Norwich, and
down
Leeds,
to
West
League.
Brom.
Shall we
both
go back down
goalless.
to League
Coventry
2?
taking
We've
the
got
lead
Salford
at
0,
Oxford
Bradford
United.
0.
Goalless in League 1.
Tranmere
obviously at St
0,
Andrews, as
Port
as
Vale
Wrexham,
0.
Bolton.
Oh,
Goalless
we
in
have a
League 2,
goal.
Salford,
We have a
Bradford,
goal
Tranmere,
at
Port
Oxford.
Vale.
We
Couple
have
of
a
FA
goal.
Cup
Here we go.
games,
First
Palace
game.
against
First
Millwall,
game of the
Preston
game.
against
For the
Burnley.
goal is Oxford 0,
Well,
Coventry
Millwall, they're both goalless,
1.
but Millwall are down to 10 men. They've had a red
we can
card
put
as
that
early
one
as
on.
the 8th minute.
Oop, go away. I didn't play that stupid thing.
So I'll try and keep you up to
Right, so
speed.
there we are. We'll put that in there. Give that on to there, and it's now Oxford 0, Coventry
With,
1,
at
7
least
minutes.
The scores as maybe they develop.
And it's
throughout
Radoni on 7 minutes. So
early
Radoni
afternoon.
scored for
Only one
Coventry.
goal so far. Still getting
And
treatment, so this is a
doesn't
worry
look too
for
good
Wickham.
for
Still a
Oxford.
stoppage in play.
Did say I preferred that Coventry side. Just seemed to have more age in it and more.
We see
sort of-
something for
they
Mike
played
Dawson
with
to,
each other,
be
so
concerned about.
doing it the right way.
Can't have been on the
A
back
lot
for
longer,
the,
and they do seem to have
I was gonna say
gelled
7.5
more.
minutes.
There. Rathbone has a shot on target, bounces off for Southwood. We're going to have to come back now because that's just messed my Birmingham game up. I'll go back in there.
Wickham.
An injury to Pattendon for Wickham now, so we'll be listening to that soon enough.
So he's
We have a goal at
definitely
Leeds.
back.
We have a goal at Leeds, and it is, drum roll please, it's actually
Massive
Leeds
blow
United.
for the
And
Chairboys.
it's Leeds United 1, Wickham, they wish. Leeds United 1,
Dodds looked frustrated.
West Brom 0.
Just put
And yeah, we're starting to see goals go in. Millwall are now 25 to 1 against and 9 to 1 on for Crystal Palace. Preston
to West Brom.
0, Burnley 0. 2 to 1 roughly for both sides are roughly 2 to 1. So the bookmakers are not really doing much on this one. Only just under 2 to 1 for a draw. So they really don't have a clue about the Preston game.
Reach is coming on in place of Harvey. That looks worrying for Harvey, to say the least.
So if I go
helps
into
off.
League One and we go to Birmingham.
Players restarted. Birmingham City have possession. Again, they go direct down towards the left-hand side.
Yeah, I mean Harvey for Wickham coming off. That's
free kick to Birmingham City.
that's to be difficult
Very
at this
direct.
point in the game, doesn't it? Wickham only have a
Not a great
threadbare
challenge,
side
Patterson.
as
I
it
don't think
is
it's the
because
worst.
although they've got a
Ball's in the
multi-billionaire
air,
owner,
and Gardner
they've only
has
put one or
twisted it
I think they've got
inside,
one person
and Patterson
backup for each position.
has dangled out a leg.
Yeah,
Of course,
it's now bump. You know
Gardner
that right back now is.
in the midriff area.
You know,
It's okay. He's
they've
back
got
in
one
his feet.
person to fill it.
Free kick now.
They can't afford any more injuries
10 minutes ticking
around
over.
that area.
So we've had
So
a good 3 minutes, I think, of
they're not
stoppage.
as fortunate as
On their
Birmingham
first
to have
set-piece
several players for
opportunity,
each position.
6 Birmingham City players are currently offside. And the delivery doesn't meet the man at the near post.
Six
It's cleared over
Birmingham's
towards Cochran, who lofts it
Birmingham.
back into the
6
air. He's gone through
Birmingham
to Clara.
players
He's got
offside.
inside his man, but he's offside.
Oh, hang on,
Nice turn
Leeds
for a big
United,
man, as it were. But the flag had already gone
West
up.
Brom, Furlong. Oh, it's taken. Was he taken out by Firpo?
Inside their own box.
I think they're looking at that one. Oh, they got away with it. The referee almost was looking at thinking of a penalty there as West Brom going into the box, and
Really, the fact that
Firpo
Zero
it was that
off
kicked
the
it
ball
out
and
but
saved
took the
Birmingham
player with
City's
him.
been in total
And
control because they
Leeds
were quite
United, they're
direct.
nearly giving a penalty away.
But yeah, Wickham
They
have
look
had
like
nothing
it. That's
off the
what
ball
the
in the playing
captions
time
were saying there.
that we've had so far. Nothing,
So that was a close one. We're back
They've been
online
clearing
with that
the
one.
lines, etc. Does that count as
Leeds
possession?
United 1, West Brom 0.
Not in
Let's
my
have a
head.
look at the Blackburn Norwich.
Birmingham
Go on, let's
City
have a look. Blackburn
coming
Norwich.
back just inside their own half.
We'll have a look
Davis.
at stats. At the minute, it's 71% to
Obviously,
Norwich.
Birmingham haven't
I
necessarily
didn't
threatened the
believe.
goal,
Now, if
but,
you've been on from the beginning,
Wickham
I was
just
thinking,
happy to sit
why
back
are
in
they
the
going
early stages, see
all-out
Will
attack with
Adams
3 up
diagonal
front?
aimed out towards the left-hand side and
But
the right-hand side,
it does
and,
appear to be
led,
working.
cleared away
They
by
have
Norwich.
actually had one shot, not on target.
It's kept in though by Dowell and led.
Blackburn with Hyam across the right-hand side with Britton. Tries threading it into the middle, but Sorensen nicks it for Norwich.
Handball, I don't think.
You see, Norwich,
No real
Sorensen
appeals
can
from
play
Wickham.
really good football, but he
Possession.
hasn't been. He's been
Davis,
sort of
Cochran,
like,
Pike, back to
okay,
Davis, another long
sort of not
diagonal this time,
not up
aimed
to his usual.
led, reach. I thought he'd won the first header, but Led's got the loose
yourself.
ball, slipped through. Alfie May shot towards goal, saved. Good effort from Norris to keep it out.
Alfie May nearly
Bit of a toe
scored
poke
there.
from May, but defenders were closing in. He found a nice little gap down the channel. Williamson slipped it through. You had to get the shot off. Bit of a toe poke, as
See,
mentioned.
that's
but
what
it was headed in.
Birmingham's missed is the ability to just thread it
First
through
save of the game.
a high
As
back
well,
line
low to his
if they're
right.
playing high,
Another ball
or
into
thread
the
it
box,
through.
dealt with.
You know when they've
Corner
got 10 man
kick
at the
to
back,
Birmingham
which
City.
most teams playing Birmingham will play 10 men at the back.
Sort of
Boom.
working. Reach
And
got the
the
first
idea
touch,
is
but Led got
to be able
the
to
loose ball.
sneak
All
it
of a
through
sudden,
that
a bit of pace.
perfectly
May
through
found a
the
little seam
crowd,
to run down.
and have
Williamson found
Alfie
it.
May just run and
May brought a save
kick it, but
out of
Let's have a look at
Morris. Corner now.
so
Delivered towards the far post. Headed away to the edge of the box. Iwata with a left-footed strike. That isn't coming down. And it's over
So
the bar.
Alfie May doing well there. Let's see where else we can go. So at the minute, Blackburn. I saw Norwich have a throw in on the left,
Newcastle,
and
was on his
they're
right.
coming in a
This
throw
is
in
on
on
his
left down to the
left,
midfield.
and, not quite the same
Nunez
control.
now, Duffy, Nunez,
Definitely not
Duffy,
the same sort
Cadova.
of power. So
Ooh,
remains
that's
goalless
one of
at
the other ones.
St Andrews. But just
Blackburn
had a couple
kick
of
it
chances.
out,
Mentioned Leeds
but
have
only as
taken
far
the
as
lead at
Duffy.
West Brom. Obviously, Coventry led Oxford.
It's in
At Oxford,
the middle. It's right on
early
the
goal,
centre
Millwall
line at the
down
minute,
to
and it's
10.
just going 1-2, 1-2.
Rest of the game
Christine
still
back to
goalless.
the
Wickham
middle
have given
again.
the ball back to Birmingham
Cordoba.
City
We're playing
once
right
more.
in the middle
So
at the minute.
they're just not retaining the ball, the chair boys. And Birmingham City monopolised possession. Good diagonal this time. Could be a chance. Oh, he's put in the back of the net, but offside given. The diagonal.
Offside.
Looking for
Oh,
Dowell, just
dear.
off the back of Taylor. Well, the flag's up, so it won't
So
count.
Adam Reach came on for
It's
Harvey.
that
So you
diagonal
Adam,
once
I mean,
again.
Adam
This one
Reach on for
affected
Harvey at the
Dembele.
back.
It's a lovely
That's the sort of
weighted ball,
change that they can do at the
from
minute,
Davis.
Wickham,
Just
which is a damn
floated
good
it
change,
over
I
low
think.
in behind. Good
But
touch from Dowell, a good finish. But the flag is up, offside. But not for the first time. Haven't seen a still of whether it was actually offside.
So Dowell there. Alfie May nearly had it in the back of the net. Dowell did have it in the back of the net. It's still 0-0.
It was floating over the defence. The weight was
At
perfect.
the minute, it's 71% for possession to Birmingham. One shot.
Challenge made, an illegal challenge by Lowe on the halfway line.
I think Sky's got it wrong there. It's 2 shots at the minute, isn't it?
Scowen's had a word.
2 shots. That one was on target. It's just, it was offside.
What his thoughts
Do you count it as a shot?
on the foul?
I still count it as a shot. One on and one off.
No imminent danger. But we've gone back
Twice
with
as
it.
many passes, more than twice as many
Davis,
passes
Clara, back to
for
Davis.
Birmingham than Wickham, and you can see that Birmingham are just
Preston
holding
lead,
the
to
ball.
Burnley.
They're just holding the ball and saying, "You're not getting our ball, go away." And I tell you what, it's doing well. They
Playing out a goalless draw in the
they
league,
really have had
recently.
nothing of the ball
So
with
I'd just be
Wickham.
delighted
When
as
they
well.
have had it, they've given it away.
Hit
And I
long
think
again,
that's
this
what
time
the
by
commentary
Clara,
said.
headed away by Lowe, up to the
Birmingham
halfway line.
keeping the
Birmingham
ball,
winning
passing
back.
it
That's
well.
been the
Wickham,
story of the opening 16 minutes. That
they do get the ball occasionally, but they do absolutely nothing with it and give it away. So that's looking pretty much one way. Let's look at League Two, just for the sake of it. Salford City 0.
Ball out to Dowell.
Bradford 0,
from Clara.
17 minutes.
It's
Also
not
on
a kind
17
ball.
minutes, we've
It's
got
not well
Tranmere
controlled by
0,
Dowell, throwing Wickham
Port Vale 0.
halfway
As
inside their own
Blackburn
half.
are on the left-hand side now. Trying to.
Their left-hand side, Reach filling in.
Well, you are
at,
as well, right?
left
We've
back.
swapped it to the right. Forshaw
Take
gets
Lowe in
it with a
towards
second
the
ball,
halfway line. Clara
kicks it
into
forward, but
Udo
Cordoba
here.
nicks it
Williamson
for Norwich.
miscontrols, though. Cleared
He
back
then
into the
crosses it
Birmingham
back
half,
to
but
their right-hand side,
Davis has
and
it. As he's closed down by Udo.
a couple of passes later, it's with Sorensen.
Barely been the target
Sorensen
of the
and
pass.
Fisher
Let
having a
Reach
little
come
bit of
together.
a 1-2
The
match
referee's
with each
given
other.
a foul
Oh,
there.
that was a
Reach
nasty.
the ball,
He's laying
hasn't
in.
reached them yet.
Carter in the middle.
But,
Runs through down the centre. He's got to
coming
halfway
together.
and
Laird is
is shoots and it's off target. And I tell you what, he
Free
should have
kick
done
to
better
Wickham
than that
inside.
one.
Their own half.
Yeah, Blackburn
So
really
it
should
goes
have done
back
a
to
lot
Norris.
better there. He nicked it in the right, just in the right place in the middle.
A little bit of
I just
pressure,
couldn't.
clearly on the halfway line,
Instead of
loses
threading
out,
it
but
through, he was
back,
being
slipped
selfish and
forward
he
to
kept the
May,
ball.
25
And
yards out,
I'm
the
gonna
ball
go
shot,
for glory,
wait
and
for
it just
support,
goes
slowing
straight
Eventually
out of
does, but
the
Wickham have
out of the
regrouped.
field. So Angus
Wilson has
Gunn
it
has it
halfway
back for
inside.
Norwich.
Wickham
And one
Wanderers
wonders,
half,
yeah,
plays it back to Davis.
it's when players
And
do
Wickham
that.
got
It
it before he
really
backed
does
the ball.
bug me.
Remains 0-0.
Even being a Rotherham fan.
Good chance
When
though, for
players
May.
get through and they know they can
Saved by Norris.
give it to someone else to
The
score,
other effort of the game.
but they think, oh, there's a
counted
chance
anyway.
I'll be
Watter
able
for the
to
D, fired
get
over
glory here
corner.
and a super
Dowell's
goal.
had the ball in the back
So
of
they
the net.
try and
That
get
was
glory,
offside, still
but
had a replay.
they're not going to get
obviously,
it, and they
It doesn't matter. The flag was up.
and it's a no goal. You should have
When you did
passed
that,
it.
closed
You know.
down. It's actually come off him
And
last.
Tranmere Rovers have
by
scored, so it's now Tranmere 1,
just
Port Vale 0.
over
Where are Tranmere in the league?
overly desperate to take it quickly.
So
It's thrown by
Tranmere
Dowell for the run of
were
Laird, but
in
beats Laird to height to
22nd.
go for a goal kick.
I mean, they're pretty low down on the food order, aren't they? Port Vale are now losing then to Dennis
In fact,
goal.
Laird might have just got an accidental
Port Vale
touch on that, which
6th.
helped it
You know, they would have
get
been
away from him
hoping
further. Ball bouncing over his shoulder.
yeah,
Well,
they would have
just
been
hit
able
his
to
knee.
get past
went
Doncaster
away
in
from
third. So, you
Crystal
know,
Palace have taken the lead
really?
against 10-man.
have they?
Millwall.
Let's have a look. Let's have a
Roberts
look.
was the man
Yes,
sent
we
off,
have
but
actually had
Tanganga put through his own net, so it's Crystal
2
Palace
games.
1,
We've got
Millwall 0.
Palace 1,
Selhurst
10-man,
Park in the
Millwall
FA
0.
Cup.
We've got Preston
And
1
Tranmere have taken the lead
and
at home to
Burnley 0.
Vale.
So we'll be
Latest
able
goal
to
in the
change those.
EFL. Still waiting. Our
So
first
we
goal.
have got
We can get the
Preston
ball
have
into the
taken the
Birmingham
lead.
box,
We
but
can do
far
that
too,
one. If you do
ahead
see
of
something
Udo.
before me, then you know,
Socket
give me a
is able
chat.
to play.
Give me a
Claiming it's
chat
only
box
6 yard
and just
box.
say, yeah, I've missed
Udo.
one. I nearly gave Millwall a goal then. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Give Millwall a goal. No. Will you stop going off? Done that one. So Birmingham 0, Wickham 0 on. What's happened to my phone? Oh, a bit strange. Thank you. I think go back in.
Up Birmingham City, halfway inside the Wickham half.
Oh, Watt has a shot there, and it
Popping up on
bounced
that
off a
left-hand side.
defender.
Cross comes in, it's over May,
He
headed
gets
away
it
by
back
Taylor.
and passes it to the
Picked
left
up
for
by
Pike. That's how you say it, is it? Right. I keep saying
Fullback
Pike.
Birmingham
I never
City
know how to
now.
say his name, and he's just
Plays
said
it
it
back
Pike.
towards Alsop, who
When you
don't
say
give
Pike, it
chase.
brings me back to the Dad's Army days, doesn't
Berger
it?
shown by Alsop.
Clara, Pike,
So it was
Dowell.
risky.
Ooh, we've through the middle, but it
Sidestepped,
doesn't work.
Udo.
At the minute,
Pass.
it's the
Seems to
typical
be one for Birmingham
League
City.
One setup
Williamson
against
let the ball
Birmingham.
run, it went
Wickham have got
Mado,
10 men in the
intercepted
box.
by Scowen.
They ain't getting the ball.
Birmingham
They
do
ain't
eventually
playing
win
it.
back, and
They
May
can't pass it
wriggling
for
away
Toffee.
From, defenders. Got
Um,
away from goal.
And it's just camped in
What
the.
to say on the
It's
evidence,
camped in the
20 and a
Wickham half.
minutes.
Pike now.
Birmingham City
Pike.
necessarily fast
Pike,
breakers.
not Pike. Pike. Oh, Laird!
Like to
Laird!
control the
No,
ball on the
no,
left
he gets
foot,
it took
making
off him in the
cross towards
box,
the
and
far post.
Simmons.
Oh, it's, I think that hit a defender.
He did, Simmons.
Semi-appeal from Laird. Cleared by Wickham to the halfway line.
And it comes in. It's a goal! Birmingham has scored!
Diagonal forward.
Birmingham scored. Listen
Taken
to
off
it
the
on
chest,
the
shot comes in. Oh, it's half save. Bounces over the keeper. It's in the back of the net. What a strike that was.
Birmingham has
From
scored.
Gardner Hickman. Took it on the chest. Snapshot.
I do manage to see
And
it
had
before
too
they
much
call it.
power
Thank God for that.
Because Norris made only got hands to it, but the trajectory went over him. It bounced horribly slowly towards the goal line for Norris. He couldn't get back and recover. That diagonal has worked again. Taylor Hickman on the chest.
So
Volley.
we
A
have Birmingham
one-handed stop.
1, Wickham 0.
Might be disappointed. His arm's almost gone too far. It's kind of hit the wrist. But what a goal that is from Gardner
Look
Hickman.
at the table
Taken on the
quickly. That
chest
means
before.
that Birmingham will be on
The ball hit the ground.
76.
It's not a
Wickham will be
bouncing
on
volley.
64.
It's on the full.
13 points ahead
Birmingham
with
City have the
13
lead.
games to go
Fantastic
for
goal from Gardner
Wickham.
Hickman.
And I always say the maximum you can get back at the top end is 1 point
as I
per
say,
game,
might be a little
and that's
bit
really if you start
disappointed.
winning every game
Get a hand
and
on
the one ahead starts to lose a couple.
Technique from
There is
Gardner
almost no
Superb.
chance. They've probably got about one
Plenty of
game in
power
that
on the volley
case
as
at
well.
Birmingham before we can
Some
realistically
sympathy
say
for
that
Norris
they're
in the sense that he got a hand to it, but
well
it was
and truly
nicely struck
out
goal.
and
The
not
touch
going to get
was
anywhere.
good.
Odinimnia.
Touch was
Oh my
great.
God, they've got into the half. No, but Laird
pass from Olsen
kicks
was
it
pretty
out,
good as
and
well.
Wickham have
They've been trying that diagonal all
the
game.
Wickham are actually
all game
in
for 22
the
and a
final
half minutes.
third.
Dowell scored, chalked off for offside.
Let's just see this.
Wasn't.
Oh, second ball, Odinimnia.
Now,
Humphreys
need to come
now
from
for
behind to
Wickham.
get something from the
Trying
game.
to do
Keep out
1-2.
possession
Crosses it, but
rather
Clara
than
kicks it
cross
and
comes
it
in.
bounces
It's
off
poor cross,
a Wickham player and goes out for a Birmingham
down
throw in.
towards the right-hand side, but
So they
that's over the
nearly had a
head of
chance there.
Rangers.
What's the
Gonna
odds for
go
Birmingham?
into
Birmingham are
touch,
4-1 on.
City deep inside
Wickham
their
are
own
now
half.
12-1 against because they really are pants at the minute.
And,
That
Birmingham
was
City
probably
had
the
possession.
first
That was
attack.
quite a concerted bit of
Probably the
possession.
first attack.
Playing
Let's see if
field
we
for
can
Wigan.
actually work out whether it
Obviously,
is,
they're
because
quite happy to play.
I reckon that must be.
Deep.
It's their fourth incursion into the final third, but you know, for Wickham.
Williamson
right
on the touchline.
To that, Birmingham have only had 8 or 9, but they've been just kicking it around the back. As Laird tries kicking it through the middle of Scowen, kicks it back out again. So Leeds, let's go to Oxford, Coventry. Oxford 0, Coventry 1. Did you got that one on?
It's a goal kick to Wickham.
Oxford 0, Coventry 1. Yeah, we've got that one up there. So Coventry have a goal kick now. Oxford have just had a shot off target. And Coventry City.
He says,
Let's see how this one's going. Because I've not been looked at this one, have we? 50-50 on possession. However, 2 shots for Oxford, 4 shots to Coventry, and the only 2 shots on target are from Coventry. So
live.
Coventry certainly
independent unofficial off-tube studio commentary, of course.
doing more with the ball when they've got it.
Benefits of replays makes
Everything else is even. Everything
a
else
little
is
bit easier.
absolutely even. They just seem to be more clinical with the
That's
finishing.
Video assistant referees, they get plenty wrong. As
Harris now for Oxford
City
loses it to
comfortable
Grimes.
with a 1-0 lead. It's been a
for
comfortable
Coventry.
start to the game, considering
Kitching,
Wickham are their nearest challengers.
Rodoni,
Quite a passive setup from the Chairboys. May goes down the left-hand side.
passive
as he cuts
setup.
over by
It's not
Scowen.
passive. It's not there. It's just
The referee,
10 men in the box.
he's given a foul.
What do you think Wickham should do now? 1-0 down. They've only been in the final third 4
It's a little
times.
bit unfortunate in many
Um,
ways, unless Scowen knew exactly what he
and
was doing. Maybe
They're
was
just
quicker,
pants.
was in behind.
This setup of
the
10
sort
at
of
the
running
back isn't
across it
working for
to
them.
get
As
to the
Coventry
ball,
tried crossing it, and
it would be
Kyoso
obvious.
taps it back to the
Deliberate
goalkeeper
foul,
at
but
the wrong
obviously he
place to
flipped
do
his
it there.
legs.
Coventry could have gone
It's
in
only a free
there.
kick rather than the yellow card, thankfully.
Coventry
And
really
so
could have
the
gone in
official,
there.
If you know your refs. Free kick down a very dangerous area.
Peter
2
Kyoso
yards outside the
tries
left edge of
to
the box, 10
help
yards
them
from the
out.
touchline. Birmingham deliver. There's a
But
one-man
Peter,
wall.
oh,
plenty of
Kyoso
the
does his,
6-yard
what an
box.
idiot. He gives it to Mason Clark in
It's
the
a
middle of the box for
low-driven shot.
Coventry.
I don't know if that's,
And it's like,
I mean,
he's
it looked
trying
like
to
a shot
turn. He's
because
the
it
wrong
was live
direction. He
from
tries
Pike.
to,
It's got-
but he
it's
just
blocked behind and it
cannot.
will be a corner.
Mason
That
Clark
was
gets
the
clattered on.
Actual
He's
intention.
actually injured. Now, I'm a bit puzzled on this because
But it's a corner kick. The pressure's still on.
it's in the
Of,
box. Surely
if
to
there's
God,
a
that's
presence in the box, this
that would be a
one, it
penalty.
doesn't
If you're
leave
going to
the
give
man
him,
near
if you're going to give
post,
him,
although
if he's
Taylor,
if he's injured
is the man
in there,
deployed
it's a red
by
card,
Wickham.
isn't it?
It's going to work back down to Dow, left edge of the area, floats it to the far post just over the
We'll have
head
to
of
wait and see.
Laird. May
It
tries to
doesn't
pull
look-
it back,
no,
comes
it's
out
not
to
gonna-
Watta's shot, blocked on the line. Oh, the follow-up, a little bit off balance, maybe. I think it was Pike arriving.
Oh
almost
dear!
ghosted in at
He
the
should have
far
given it to
post.
Pike. He would have given it to Pike. You see, again,
No, it's just
Iwata.
this-
Give it to Pike. He's
It
coming
was a
in
good
like a
shot
train.
from Iwata,
Give it to him.
blocked on the line. That was going in. It had beaten Norris. And Dowell it was following up. Got it wrong.
A bit too quick to think that, though, isn't it? It's all right for us watching it,
That
but
was
then when you're
definitely
actually
off the
there
line 'cause it was
and you
past
think
the
that
keeper.
second shot should have gone tap sideways to Pike, and Pike would have
Dowell
put it in the net.
arguably could have done better, but it came quickly to him. Snapshot.
Like I say,
Trying to get the shots
it was a
off
bit
before the
quick.
keeper recovered.
Had people
Didn't
watching it
quite
probably
get
thinking,
contact, he
Pike's going,
wanted.
give it to Pike, give it to
So
Pike,
more
don't
pressure
shoot.
being applied by Blues. Of course, at 1-0, it's a tenuous lead.
I don't think Birmingham
At the
will be
moment,
trying too hard
There's
because
only one team likely
they don't need
score.
to. They really
Already
don't
have
need to.
done. Well, have
They
done
don't
twice
look
at
like.
Birmingham City, one goal chalked off.
Doesn't look like Wickham have got a
The other
hope in
one,
hell at the
fine
minute.
goal from Gardner Hickman.
As Oxford intercept a long kick from Coventry and
Touch,
themselves
shot,
give a long kick
hand
back.
Power. Yes,
Coventry
keeper
now
got a
going
hand
down
to
the
it.
right hand side. Eric Van
hits it
Eyck
hard.
kicks it down the right, but Helic gathers
brilliant
it
from
for
Gardner
Oxford, and Oxford are.
And of course, Iwata there beat the keeper, cleared off the line. I think it was Patterson who managed to divert the ball away. But as I say, there's only one team looking likely to score at the moment.
There's only one team getting into the final third, you know.
Somehow get some go forward.
This
into
is
the 29th
laughable.
minute.
This-
They do have
I
a
mean,
free
why
kick. Laird frustrated that he's
I thought the
penalised.
last game was
He's
going
right
to be
on the
different
touchline.
because I thought
30
that they
yards or so
Charlton
on
would
the corner
actually.
flag.
When they played Charlton, I thought Charlton would
There's
actually
semblance
play
of an
further up the
opportunity
pitch and attack them, and they didn't. They put
Chairboys.
10 man in defence, and Chairboys are doing the same. 10 man in defence. I'm thinking, I'm sure they would have done better if they'd have pushed forward. They have the
They are an
skills,
obvious target, low up
but
as well.
unfortunately not doing it. Let's go
left-footed
to League
delivery
One.
from
Oh, and
Humphreys.
it's Tranmere
What about
1,
it?
Port
That
Vale
makes it
1.
headed
So
away by
the
Clara. Into
team.
the box, volleyed over by Scowen. Got a decent
Scowen has a
connection.
chance this time.
Certainly had the power, but it's a couple of yards too high. Was dipping.
No, good shot. I don't think I would have done any different. Good shot there.
Eventually.
Good, nicely timed. Oh, Brown gets Oxford out of the quagmire there, intercepting it
Nice
on the
down.
left-hand post for
Incidentally,
Coventry
obviously this isn't
as they
involved
attack.
in
And,
the
Brown
incident.
there. Oh,
Wickham's first shot.
31.
So he might have picked up some kind of
So
knock.
it's a Coventry
Quick run
corner.
down the scores then while he's getting some treatment, the Wickham keeper.
Salford City
Still goals,
1,
Blackburn,
Bradford
Norwich
0.
leads 1 up at home
is
to
now.
West Brom. Oxford
So
0,
Salford are
Coventry
winning.
1.
Tranmere
Into
and
League 1. Of
Port
course, we
Vale
know
are
Birmingham lead Wickham
1-1.
by a goal to nil.
They pull
Still
it
no
back
goals,
to
Wrexham
Sakamoto
Bolton.
into Grimes.
Salford have got a 1-0 lead.
Back
at
to
home
Sakamoto.
Bradford City. Port Vale have equalised.
Panovic,
It's now
Grimes
1-1
crosses it in
at
and coming
Tranmere.
is
Crystal
quick
Palace
to
have got a second
get
against 10 man,
to
Millwall
that one
in the cup.
on
Munoz with the
31
second
minutes.
there, so it's 2-0
And it's
Palace
another
over
corner
Millwall.
for
Then Preston
Coventry, and
have
Coventry
got
can have
2-0
another corner.
lead.
Comes in,
Brady, the first for
taking it
Preston.
quick.
Osmai, it's the second.
up to
That's
coming,
against, Lancashire
kicks it
rivals
out.
Burnley.
Brannigan is managed to get Brannigan at first touch. He's pretty good goalkeeping there.
So the latest scores.
Hellick, Moore,
And hopefully
trying to go
scorers for you.
trick to the right side.
Goal scorer in this game, Gardner Hickman.
Leeds United 1, West
Certainly employed
Brom
by
0.
Birmingham.
Oxford 0,
Diagonals.
Coventry 1, which we're watching, and
they
Oxford
tried a few
are
times,
running
Down
down the
scored
right hand
offside,
side. Can he get to
couple of
Brannigan? Yes, he
Well, I say
can.
couple-
Comes into
plenty
the
of
box.
attempts, but then a perfect one.
Brannigan
Also,
kicks. Is
diagonal.
running across
Gardner
the
Hickman
from the right side
got
all
the
the way
run
to the
on
left side.
Atherton.
Passes it
Great
to
chest
Plachetta, to
control
Will
on the
Volks, to
volley,
Plachetta.
smashed it
Will Volks.
through.
Never mind the
Norris
1-2.
now
Somebody
back on
get
his
it.
feet,
They can't
incidentally.
They can't see
That's the goal
anything
that
past the back
separates
line
the
of
two
Coventry,
sides. Of course,
and they
Watkins
just
had one cleared
no
off the line.
1-2 in it in Coventry half, but they just can't get past. It's a semi-high
Nice goal
line
received
from
with the
Coventry,
goalkeeper, but
and they're just
City.
not. No,
Obviously,
Oxford just cannot get a view on
one-inch
goal,
change.
and it ends up all the
Wickham
way back
Rangers
in
come on for
defence.
Harvey.
Coventry nick it, but Brown gets the second ball on the left-hand side for Oxford.
On your dimmer with the shot. Oh, and it's wide. Should have done better in the D. Udo's done really well to hold off Davis. Birmingham City made the decision to let the ball bounce, and it's their undoing. He's just sliced it. He's gone for power. On your Dinmer, back in the
Is that
side.
Wickham's first shot in
Just
anger?
inside
I
the
think
D,
it
nobody
has
really
to be
in
their
front of
first
him
shot
because
in
Udo had
anger.
occupied Davis. Cochrane was slow
It
to
is.
get
It
across,
is
so it's a
indeed their
free-shot
first shot in
goal.
anger.
Didn't test also. Perhaps should have done.
And at the end, it's wide.
A warning sign. It's taken a while in coming, but there is a warning sign.
I'd be very, very surprised.
Good hold-up play from Udo. He hasn't had much chance
Oxford
so
now.
far.
It's a little bit scrappy, this game, to be honest. It's
Davis. Possession stands 72-28.
Oxford. The Oxford Coventry game is a little bit.
33rd
It's like
minute.
two passes,
Feels
lose
a
the
little
ball.
bit more
Two
one-sided
passes,
than
lose
that.
the ball.
But obviously a lot of Birmingham's
So Coventry get into the right-hand corner,
has
but they
been
lose the ball.
diagonals.
Gudrum now gets hold of it.
And a
33
fight for the,
minutes.
second ball when the diagonal doesn't quite work. But it just feels a little bit more one-sided in that. Because,
Back to
Wigan
coming in, gets eventually back to
barely
coming
struck two
across to
passes
Moore.
together.
Coming
Just missed a very good opportunity. It's just
Hellick.
a fraction outside the box, and maybe
Back to
you
coming.
can't
Oxford
suggest it's,
are playing like they're in the
Sitter.
lead and they're not the
For me, he's
1-0
got it
down.
at the time.
I just can't see how
Laird
they're.
and Dowell
what they
combined down
think
the
they're
right
doing.
for Blues, trying to get on the front foot again. Work back into Iwata. Laird might just have been offside.
Try pushing it through the middle,
Then
but
Iwata's
Eccles
played the ball
gets
to
that,
Dowell, he
kicks
wasn't
it out,
expecting.
and it's
Flowers run
a
across
dangerous
on his
Oxford
Dinman,
free
that'll
kick
be a
that
free kick.
fit the throw in, gives it to
Flowers put his
Volks
arms
and
out as if
loses
he
it
was
to
just
Rodoni,
turning.
and
That's it,
as
he
he
might
tries
well have known
crossing
what he
it
was
into the
doing.
middle, and Rodoni
Free kick to
can
Wickham.
build down the left-hand side. They're going to go down the
Inside
left.
their own half.
Rodoni, Eccles, Mason Clark now. Right,
Seems to be an
he's
easy free
standing
kick to give
quite
that.
high up the pitch. Mason
Attacking
Clark.
knocks it
They
past the
are
defender, runs
edging a little
into the
bit
defender.
further forward
But
now
I do
at Coventry.
think he's kind of stepped across.
And 35 minutes now,
Allsop has it.
just pushing it back to midfield.
Exactly closed down by Dinmont, but biding his time in possession. Eventually worked over to the
35
left.
minutes,
Goal,
and
Hickman's under pressure.
Coventry are just taking
Has
it
to,
easy at the minute.
well,
Just a couple
probably
of
gonna settle
1-2s,
for the
trying
try,
to
but it's
keep
actually
the ball,
stayed
which
in
is something that they've
and,
not been
hit
doing
down
for the
the
last
channel
few minutes, to be
quite
honest.
low, not effectively.
Let's see
Let's have
what's
it back.
going on elsewhere. Let's go Blackburn, Norwich.
Again, it's hit
Oh,
long by
Blackburn
Allsop.
had a shot off target by
Taken on the
Gueye.
chest though by Reach. A little bit too straight there. Didn't quite get the contact there. If he got a bit more
Let's
elevation,
see who's on
possibly in
target.
behind,
On top, 62% to
Wickham
Norwich,
now
still
come
on
forward
top.
down their right-hand side. Patterson
But
working
and
on
it is a
1-2,
big
trying to
but.
go
Blackburn have had
past
4
Cofrin.
shots,
Can't
none on
quite do it.
target.
Cofrin's
Norwich
got
have
the ball
had 3
back, and
none
then,
on
of
target.
course, contact on his back.
So far the
Goes
fans
down
have had
to
0
Blues.
on
Not
target.
far from the corner
They've
flag,
been there
11 minutes to
36
go to
minutes.
the
Now I
end
don't know
of
about
45,
you, but
had
I'd
a
be
couple of
probably
injuries
falling
now,
asleep.
so expect some stoppage time.
I mean, okay. They've had 7 shots
Not
in 35
exactly,
minutes.
Threatened an awful lot in the game so far.
It's
Wickham, but I think that's
just
a pretty good chance
midfield.
for Onyedinma.
For the minute it's midfield with Britain. Back
leading
to
scorers in the
Ribeiro.
Scored at 5 more than Birmingham City. Well, 4 more now.
And it's 2 up for Preston and 2 up for Palace. So it's the FA Cup games seem to be going in one direction. It's Preston 2, Burnley 0, Palace 2, 10-man Millwall 0. Put those in for you.
Looking for May, cleared. Iwata can't control. Onyedinma has it.
Because they have their reserve goalkeeper in now, Millwall.
Goes down under pressure. No foul, says the referee. He perhaps needed
Leeds
to go
are
down
still
a bit
1-0 up.
Dowell
Coventry is
has
still
it for
1-0 up.
Blues.
It's
Just
still
inside
0-0
Wickham
at
Park. Play back to
here
Laird.
at
Wickham
Blackburn
have regroup.
versus Norwich. Birmingham, if you can hear it in the
Onyedinma
background,
probably when he lost the ball wasn't
is
fouled.
just one-way traffic,
Fouled
isn't it?
earlier in the build-up.
Mind you, Wickham have had 1 shot and
Real
they
advantage.
should have at least got it on target. Oh, that was a close one, and I think it was Carbango.
Into the
Carbo
37th minute.
for Birmingham loses it, gets it back, but Angus Gunn takes it from him.
Hickman in the 21st minute. That was not
Back
long
to
after Dowell saw a
Britain
goal
for
short
Blackburn.
off.
Travis.
Mays brought a good save out
They're
of
on the
Norris.
right-hand side,
Once
Blackburn,
it's
trying to
off the
Cantwell,
line.
trying to bring Cantwell in,
All
and he
six
tries
in
crossing it,
one-way
but
traffic, but
it
then,
gets kicked
Onyedinma
out to the corner, gets
fired
kicked back
well
in, and
wide.
Gueye has a
Looking
shot, but it's
close.
off target,
In
and
the D.
Blackburn are
Essentially,
just
there's a big gap
starting
in
to
there.
play a little
He's
bit
in
better
time.
now. And I didn't,
Went for power,
I
got it
wasn't
wrong.
sure how that setup for
at
Norwich
least
was
it
going to
offers
play out.
evidence
They've
of a
not
threat
been doing well
that
to
we can
put
pose in this
3 up
game.
front when you're not playing very well.
Materialised. Birmingham City don't let that happen really.
Bit of a
Tend to
bit of a
boss
hope.
possession.
But they've not been doing too bad
games
at
that they
first.
play.
At first, Norwich were actually doing quite
particularly at
well.
home. Diagonal,
Surprisingly
towards
to
Laird
me, I didn't
again.
think that they would,
And
but they
it's
did.
Good, diagonal. It's a good touch, but Laird's offside.
It's Birmingham
Can't believe
1,
it.
Wickham 0.
Head
They've
in
had
the
the ball
hands.
in the net twice, but
The assistant referee
first one
more
was
interested
offside.
in his protestations. Thumbs up from Laird because
Let's have a
he
look
has
in
been that
League
target
2.
for
It's
those
still
diagonals
Salford
often.
1,
This is Gardner Hickman on the
Bradford
other
0,
side.
Tranmere 1, Port
Long
Vale
by
0. I'm
Wickham.
going to go for. Shall we have a
Header
go
sort
for one of those?
won by Clara under pressure from Udo. Clara tries to clear it further downfield, but
Let's come
just
out.
crossing the
No.
touchline as he
What's
comes
that?
in
Oh,
high
West
into the
Brom.
stand.
Leeds 1, West Brom
Throw it to
1.
Wickham,
Hang
halfway
on, we're
side,
still
Birmingham
looking at
City
it.
half.
Yep, it is. Leeds 1,
Left-hand
West
side.
Brom 1. West Brom have just
Wickham player has
equalised.
been left
I was
outside.
just
Seconds are
choosing
hot.
which game to go
Laid
to,
it
and I
off to
just saw
Onyedinma.
the goal come in.
Laid it off about 10
Yeah,
yards
West
behind
Brom have
his team.
equalised. They were
Six
looking
to
at
10
it for some
in a
reason.
row.
They
38
had a
minutes ticking
decision
over.
being
That's
made,
an
but it has been
independent
made, and
official
it's
off
now
the tube studio.
Leeds
Coventry
United
outside
1,
leading by a goal to nil.
West Brom 1.
Not had a chance for a while though. Wickham, as you might expect, second in the table. Trying to respond
Leeds
to the
are
21st
well.
minute setback.
It's still 8-13
to
for
get
Leeds
going.
to win, and
Well, they've only
13-2 for
had
West
the
Brom.
Onyedinma
Even
chance,
though West Brom have
with
just
Scowen's
scored,
volley.
really
There's
weird.
a semblance of a chance
Really weird.
as well. Not easy over a crowd of players from a set piece.
I'm going to go Salford
bounce
Bradford.
strike.
Here we go, Salford Bradford. Because Bradford were doing really well at first, and then
Better
Bradford,
chances.
2 shots, bang,
Oh,
back out, bang, back in. Salford
City.
crossing it back out.
Coming down the
Bradford
right at the moment
throwing.
with Laird, Clark,
We'll just see if
Dowell,
Bradford get
Clara,
anything from this. They had a
Williamson,
good chance
Iwata,
there on the right hand
Laird,
side, but a
Dowell
Salford
into
City
the box,
player grabs
holds
it,
off the first challenge. Cross comes low to get the block in,
crossing it to midfield. Oh, a Conquo, by me.
and it will be a corner kick.
Shepherd intercepts that for Bradford.
Yeah, I don't think that's a great
Oh, that's a
challenge
good
for
run,
Onyedinma.
but He
not sure
his
Simon's
current
given
controller
himself
goes out
the
for a
lowering.
Salford
Dowell just
throw
walked
in.
straight through
So
them. Low though, taking
Bradford actually doing quite well.
prisoners.
They're not out of
very
it.
challenging. Dowell will go across
We
to
don't
take
get
the
many
right-wing
League
corner
Two
of Birmingham
supporters
City.
on here.
So it's going to be an in-swing.
But it's nice to have a quick look at the bottom league because Rotherham might be in it next year, so we'll see.
And again, it doesn't beat the man at the near post. So the set pieces have been disappointing from Birmingham City.
That's what I was
Players
saying.
hasn't gone that
They
far.
have to do better with
This
free
let
kicks.
run by Laird. And Williamson might not have been expecting it. It's a fraction too far ahead of him, maybe. And eventually,
If you've got people,
Gathered
now,
by
what do you
Norris.
think? If you've got 10 men in the box constantly, what's the best way of
West Brom
getting
have got an
past a
equaliser
parked bus?
at Leeds.
And this
So
guy
with
that
the
complained
equaliser
this
there, so
week,
that's now 1-1. No further
go
goals
go
in the
and do one.
Championship, No goals in League One.
Saying, well, no,
No further goals
we
in
didn't
League
do well
Two.
because they parked the bus in the box. No, but you've got to be able to do better. With a side of that quality, you should be doing free kicks and corners a hell of a lot better.
Final 4.5
Just
minutes
like
of regulation.
the commentary said there,
Plenty of stoppage
they're
time.
poor.
I reckon
Birmingham
maybe 5
have been
minutes.
poor this
Ball
game
down the right, chance
at
for
anything
Wickham.
from a free kick or a
Goalkeeper
corner.
misread it.
It's just
Fired
not
across the face, too far ahead of Udo. But
just
Anya
not been
Dibble
doing it.
keep
Just
alive,
not been
left
doing it.
corner
Like
flag.
if they
Couple
want
of
to win
step-overs. Oh,
by
then the
more
third
goals,
step-over,
because
he accidentally kicked the
every
ball.
team puts 10 men in the
Straight
box
to
like
Dowell,
Wickham have.
clear it down, bounces into
You've
touch.
got to be doing free kicks
Throw in to
and corners
Wickham
better
on
because
the
they're the
halfway
ones
line.
that get over in when it's 50-50 in the box. Because you're not going to get behind them because they're encamped in their own half. Well, in their own third, which is what Wickham are at the minute. They're just encamped in their own third.
An early cross,
Oh, dear Lord.
as it turns out, is a fraction too early.
We're going to go to Leeds, West Brom. Oh, West Brom down the middle. Mulumby. Oh, no, pulled it back now. Price down the right-hand side. Mulumby. Price, Mulumby. Price again. Come on, where are we going to go with it? Oh, Strake nicks it. Strake nicks it for Leeds.
One back, though, by
42 minutes here.
He's fouled in doing so.
Oh, it's a
free
corner
kick
to
Birmingham
West
City.
Brom. So corner to West Brom. Strike there, not being able to quite get it cleared
Possession.
properly.
By going back into their own half.
So let's see what West Brom can do with the corner. Can they actually nick a lead? Can they get in a lead? Because at the minute they have actually got, you know, it's 53% possession to West Brom. 4 shots, 2 on target, 1 in the net. Leeds 3 on target, 1 in the net, and 1 on target. So
probably too passive.
ooh, Leeds kick it out. They go running down the right hand side, a counter attack all the way to the far side, far right hand corner, and Leeds have a throw in a dangerous position on themselves. Right at the far, they counter attacked really well there. The speed at which they can go is just amazing. Throws it back. Couple of passes later, it's Tanaka.
Perhaps just
Tanaka for
drop it
Leeds.
back to conserve energy. Is another argument.
West Brom are actually doing
Wigan
quite
can
well.
only do what they're allowed to do. They're certainly limited Blues.
Back to Tanaka, 44
For a good while now.
minutes.
Possession stats.
Pulls it back and goes to the left-hand side now with Strike.
Trending.
Ooh, right the way down the left, and Pirro and Hegem makes a timely tackle. And yeah, that was life-saving for West Brom there. Hegem did a good, timely interception, kicks it out, and it's a Leeds corner. A very timely grab of the ball there by Hegem, making sure it gets out.
Norris has also had treatment.
Gives it short to Solomon. Oh, Mulumby gets the
It was a nice turn
kick in,
the
but
pass,
it eventually gets
control
back to
was
Rothwell
heavy.
for Leeds.
He wrong-footed 2 Birmingham defenders.
Bogle in midfield.
touch to get
We're
into
going
a
backwards,
third,
aren't we?
and
No,
it's
we're going to go.
cleared by Blues
Oof.
into the
We
Wigan
managed
half.
to get to
They'll
Solomon.
start again.
1
Scout
minute
with it.
injury time at Leeds.
Back
Throw
to
in.
Reach. Taylor
They might
into
be
his
able.
own
No, they're
box,
going to do
closed
it
down
short.
by May.
and it
Poor clearance.
poor
He's only
throwing.
picked out,
West Brom
Pike
get
worked
it,
out to the
but
left-hand side,
Tanaka
cross
nicks
comes
it
in,
back, and
over
a
May's head,
couple of
glanced
1-2s,
away
goes
by
back to
Taylor,
strike on the
nobody
left.
beyond him.
Malumbi again. Malumbi's
Yeah,
in.
not
I said
much
the man of the match for
might
West
have
Brom
been
has to be
terrible
Malumbi at the
pass
minute.
from Taylor in the
Just
first
every
place.
time the ball comes in down the left,
Scowen.
it's
Malumbi,
Malumbi,
free
right?
kick
Okay,
to
and
Wickham.
Malumbi gives it to
Referee's
Bartley.
Just having a word with Iwata, telling him one more like that.
Ooh, crosses it, and
Could be in
James
trouble.
gets it for
Largely
Leeds.
'cause he was never
And
gonna
we're
get the ball.
literally
It's
15,
not a
16
dangerous
seconds
tackle,
away,
but,
and
a little bit cynical.
Leeds are
45
down
minutes
that
is up.
right hand
Find
side.
out stoppage time in a mo. Wickham in possession, still inside their own half though. Bit of space on the
Let's
left
go
though
back.
for Reach coming forward there. Dow will try
We'll
and
watch
close him down,
the
but Reach still has
games
it.
come to
Dow gets
half
a challenge
time.
in, not a good one. Slip forward for Onion Dimmer. Slightly miscued
Oh,
cross,
Crystal
put behind by
Palace.
Laird.
It's
And
Crystal
Wickham
Palace
now got
2,
their first
10-man
corner.
Millwall
5
1.
minutes of stoppage time
Where
with
did
Ensign.
that one come from?
kick.
Dear Lord. And
For
Millwall aren't giving in, are they? We might have to have a look at that after the break. See what...
Haven't been a rafter corners.
see how
Birmingham
that
said
one
you've had
gets
three.
gets going, because
Beat
it's
them out
a
of the
weird
post.
game. It is now
Can
half
Wickham
time
do
at
better?
Crystal
5
Palace.
minutes
Crystal
stoppage
Palace
time, we
2,
thought that anyway.
10-man Millwall 1.
We've had a good 40 seconds of it.
It's half time at
Set
Preston.
piece
Preston
opportunity.
2,
Certainly some
Burnley
height,
0.
bringing Taylor up from the back, lower as
Half
well.
time at Leeds. Leeds 1, West Brom 1, with Leeds really pushing for a goal there to take them in ahead,
We
but
didn't
it just
swing
didn't
over
happen.
Wickham left. And it's to the
Wrexham
far post.
half time.
Allsop, manages
Wrexham
to,
0,
cut it away from
Bolton
everyone.
0. Port Vale half
That was
time.
100%
Tranmere 1,
deliberate,
Port
but he's
Vale
kind of
1.
lofted it over everybody. It's cleared by Cochrane, who was first to react. Pumped back.
Well, that
forward
should
by
have finished by
Patterson.
now. Blackburn, Norwich should
Simon's
have
got a
finished.
flick forward,
Ooh.
only to Pike, who finds it Watter, forward to Dowell, ball into space for Laird to chase. Simon's trying to get back there, and it's a late challenge. It's always going to be trouble.
Ooh, I said, ooh.
Sliding in. Laird is probably just waiting for the challenge. So it's a straight red.
Straight red, that's what I said,
The,
ooh.
second
I said, ooh,
time
and I'm thinking, ooh,
as many
ooh, that could be
matches.
dangerous.
It's a much worse tackle.
And it is,
from
it's a red.
Simons in my opinion, compared to Curry the other night.
Straight red for Wickham.
Straight red, sliding in.
That was
High,
studs
He's not
up,
really
and
complaining.
he can't
Laird,
complain
I
at it. I said, ooh, as soon as he went
Minding
in,
the
it was like,
challenge. Laird
no way,
knows
you're
he's
not going to
gonna
get away with
there
that one.
first. He's caught the. I don't think that's too high.
Ooh, yeah, but it's got his
It's
studs
great
up.
play from Birmingham City in the space.
Doesn't
The
matter,
big
studs
runner
up.
of Laird.
That's it, you're
I
red.
don't think it's a red card personally. He's probably caught the instep. It's certainly a foul. It's certainly a yellow card.
But his studs were sort of sideways,
For a red.
i.e. up.
My opinion.
No, his studs are up, bugger it. It's a red.
Birmingham, City fans would not agree.
And I'm not
sure,
well,
but
I'm not
Simons.
either fan, am I? So I'm arguing with the radio.
looked
He thinks it's not a red. What do you think? If you've seen
Red
it,
seems
what do you
to
think?
know.
I think he went in there with his studs on purpose.
because he committed to winning the ball, that little touch, he's never gonna justify it. I don't think it was. I don't think it was dangerous enough, from my opinion, that it was a red.
It don't matter.
It wasn't
Don't matter
too
whether it's
high, in
dangerous.
my
It
opinion.
studs up. It's a red.
Yellow card for sure, but red. I think that's.
Come on, what do you think? Come on, somebody's watching.
Still free kick.
Come on,
It
somebody's
wasn't in
watching.
post.
Ooh.
Was he going for goal? Dow Norris has managed to claw it away. It will be a corner kick.
So we have a Birmingham 1, Wickham 0. 10-man
He's
Wickham
a
0.
goal there. The angle is not great at all there from Dow. He's going to take the corner. He might not have been going for goal, of course. Could just be.
Whoever else has finished? Oxford 0, Coventry
Oh,
1,
Cross,
still
Taylor.
playing. 50 minutes played there.
Perhaps being a bit too
50 minutes
physical, it's
played
got a bit
here.
feisty.
Birmingham 1, 10-man
Listen.
Wickham 0. 2 minutes
So
to
they're
go
in,
at Birmingham. Wrexham 0,
Davis.
Bolton 0. We're just trying to wait for these last 2 games, and then we'll be disappearing off.
Minute stoppage
For
time.
a coffee.
Of course, we've had a sending off. We've found not much. What's the word? Ball in play.
Oxford City is the other game that's still going.
Deep across towards the far post. It's landed on the roof of the net.
Oxford
Will be a
attacking
goal
now.
kick to Wickham. Down
It
the man.
should be.
Red card silence.
They played
in
6
stoppage
minutes
time.
extra time of 4 minutes. So surely to God, Oxford game is going to
Birmingham City already
finish
leading
at this
by
point.
a goal to nil.
Come on, blow the whistle at Oxford. You're 2 minutes over the extra time. Thank God for that. Oxford 0, Coventry 1 at half time.
For that red card, it makes the comeback task a little bit harder.
So we go to Birmingham for the last minute.
Ball is back
Assuming
in
the
hands
red
of
card
Wilson.
gives him
Really
60
hasn't had
seconds,
an
it
awful
should
lot to
do. Means that we've got about 30
got
seconds
assistant
left
for the
as
goal.
Garner
Looks for
Hickman
another diagonal
goes down
to
the
the
right,
goal scorer.
left. Oh, Gus's cock, long shot by
tried to work it
Pike.
partially
Long
cleared.
shot, and
Picked
it
up by
bounces
Pike.
off
He tries his
and
luck.
comes.
Bounces awkwardly on the save. Bounces over Dow following up. It was knocked into the ground. And Dow following up. It's got into the ground over
dear.
his head with the keeper
What
on the
a
floor.
shot! What a long shot, and it bounces off, and I can't see who it is who
It's
misses
on,
it.
Norris.
Oh, it was so close, and
The
it
ball
comes
into
back
the
in a
box,
main.
from close range. This time Norris is right on top of him, is able to smother.
Oh, Norris was right there with me. Mayan is trying to get to the ball that crosses in, and no.
Could he have done better?
No.
I think the challenge
it
from
is
Taylor
half
just as he was
time.
pulling the trigger took
So
a
this
lot
will
of
be
the pace
going
off
through
the
that.
ball.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna put this up. Be right back. My be right
Brennan
back
Taylor
time.
with the tackle.
Do stay
got
on.
the
I know
ball
you
there,
will do because I
otherwise it's,
believe I know
penalty.
it is. So do stay on, and
That is the
I'll see
half-time
you
whistle.
again after half
Birmingham
time.
City lead by a goal to nil. Wickham Wanderers down
Town
to
Channel,
10.
man.
Can
Oh,
they respond
hello
in the
there,
second
Town
half?
Channel.
We've got that coming up soon.
Oh dear. I tell you what, this is a game and a half at Birmingham. Wickham are going 10 men in the box, but now down to 10 men. Down to nothing. Well, yeah, if you know what I mean. Oh dear. So, red card for Wickham in the dying minutes.
Half time at St Andrews. It's Birmingham City 1.
Tell me what you think. I mean, before
while
while this is on,
minute, it was a try
I'm just going to make a coffee. I'm going to put go be right back sign on. If you have a look at the Wickham red card, do you think it's a red card? I think it is because it's a sliding tackle with his studs not on the ground, and as soon as your studs aren't on the ground, to me it's a red card. The radio here, the commentary is saying they don't agree with it. I, from the look of it, think it is. What do you think? Have a go, Town Channel. Because for me, it's a red card as soon as his studs aren't on the floor. Just make sure I've got that on there. So it will be going through a review, and I'll see you in about 4 minutes with the second half.
Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham Mays had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wickham's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D. He fired wide, but Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to 10. Time at St Andrews, it's Birmingham City 1, Wickham Wanderers 0. The goal came in the 21st minute. Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham Mays had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wickham's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D. He fired wide, but Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to 10. Half-time at St Andrews, it's Birmingham City 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. The goal coming in the 21st minute. Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wycombe's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D. He fired wide, but Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to 10. Half-time at St Andrews, it's Birmingham City 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. The goal coming in the 21st minute. Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wycombe's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D. He fired wide, but Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to 10. Half-time at St Andrews, it's Birmingham City 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. The goal coming in the 21st minute. Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wycombe's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D. He fired wide, but Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to 10. Half-time at St Andrews, it's Birmingham City 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. The goal coming in the 21st minute. Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wycombe's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D. He fired wide, but Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to 10. Half-time at St Andrews, it's Birmingham City 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. The goal coming in the 21st minute. Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wycombe's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D. He fired wide, but Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to 10. Half-time at St Andrews, it's Birmingham City 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. The goal coming in the 21st minute. Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wycombe's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D. He fired wide, but Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to 10. Half-time at St Andrews, it's Birmingham City 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. The goal coming in the 21st minute. Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wycombe's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D. He fired wide, but Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to 10. Half-time at St Andrews, it's Birmingham City 1, Wycombe Wanderers 0. The goal coming in the 21st minute. Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly. Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have been the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances twice tonight by Norris. Iwata's had one cleared off the line. Wycombe's best chance fell to Onyedinma in the D.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. It is a red card, but yeah.
And the Chairboys are down to 10. Half-time at St Andrews.
I mean, you'd be saying that's it's not done it on purpose, and it wasn't dangerous, was it? But as soon as you've got it's clear to me, because
they have been the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances.
Unfortunately, it's the rules, isn't it? And it's like the commentators say, he doesn't think it's a red because it's not dangerous. Well, it wasn't dangerous. It wasn't really high. But technically, to me, I mean, I watch Sky. I'm watching it through Sky on the phone, so it's not very big. But it looked from what I could see, small as it was, that it was its studs were not on the ground and forward a bit. But like I say, in our days, it's like get up and walk off, innit? Just the rules.
Also with a diagonal, Gardner Hickman took it on the chest brilliantly.
So I was like shouting at him. I don't know whether you were on, but I was shouting at him saying, he's saying, "No, that's not a red card, not a red card." I'm thinking, well, it doesn't matter. It's not dangerous. How's it a red? Look, That's
but
not the
Simon
rule.
Red
It's
first off
not.
stoppage time,
I'm shouting at the commentator here. Saying, that's not the rule. The rule isn't. Is it dangerous? The rule is where's his foot? And what direction is it? It's a sliding tackle as well, which is the guidance is off. Yeah. Oh dear.
But Simon saw red in first off stoppage time, and the Chairboys are down to
Oh,
10.
what have we got elsewhere? We've still got Preston 2, Preston 2, Burnley 0. We can actually go to them, can't we? Palace 0, Palace 2, 10-man Millwall 0, Millwall 1. So 10-man Millwall actually come back to get a goal there, which is good. Leeds 1, West Brom 1, and West Brom came back from nowhere. They have actually been the better side, West Brom, believe it or not. When they've been going forward, they're quite good, but they just don't seem to get forward enough. And Leeds are just that little bit more clinical in the final. Send all the players off. I like that one. Oh dear, I love that one. That's a cracker. Yeah, I wish I could show that one. Yeah, you can look there we are. Absolutely cracking that one. I love that one. Yeah. At least you've got a Yorkshire side that actually plays football. I follow a Yorkshire side that can't even play football, and we're still attempting to. Did you hear what Steve Evans said this week at the news conference? So they asked him, now, are you worried about about relegation? And Steve Evans said, well, turn that down a minute. And Steve Evans turned around and said, no, we're miles off relegation. In fact, by Saturday afternoon, we might even be in the top half. And the Rotherham fans are thinking, well, is someone actually gonna tell him that we're 6 points away from 12th place, and it's mathematically impossible to do what you've just said, Mr. Evans? But nobody questions him, and it's like, it's not going to happen. Jamie, by the way, well, you know my name. Oh, so we're just half of us think, well, now wouldn't it be fun? As soon as he's been saying, we're not in a relegation fight, we're in transition. What the hell transition is, God only knows. He's not telling us what it is. Transition to League 2, I think it is. So we're not saying what this transitioning from what to what, and how long over. So we're just thinking, well, how about if we really do get right on to like 1 point from relegation? What's he going to say then? We're transitioning into League 2. So good luck to you. I did think that Huddersfield were going to make a run for it. But instead of starting to play better, they sort of slacked off. And they had a few injuries, I think. And it just didn't come. I'm thinking, no, because I actually thought that it was going to. Because I've seen Wickham and Wrexham start to lose points. Well, it only takes one team out of Huddersfield, Wrexham, and Wickham to start winning and not losing points. They'll be in second place. And I don't think it's impossible yet. But Huddersfield have got to start winning. They've got to start winning because they've been losing too many points. But Wickham have and Wrexham have. So, it's... Oof. Well, we have this afternoon. I mean, Stevenage Huddersfield. Come on, Stevenage Borough, for God's sake. Surely Stevenage Borough can beat Stevenage Borough. I can't remember where I put. What did I put? I've lost my piece of paper. I can't remember where I put for that. It's difficult. So you've not been getting points at all, have you? Which is really difficult.
Sweet volley, which Norris couldn't keep out. They have the better side. Birmingham May's had a couple of chances twice tonight.
Huddersfield Town lose, draw, win, win, lose, lose. But Wigan have actually made an absolute massive signings in January. Wigan, and they have actually started to gel, and Wigan have started to come up the table, haven't they, as well? Where are they in there? They started to jump. They're on 14th, but they're on 39 points. They're not that far away from the sort of 10th place, so it's really good. Hey, you're not as shit as what we are. You can't beat us on that one. There's no way you're beating us on that one. Absolutely not. Anyway, thought we got a red card there. What's the Wrexham one? Something's happened at Wrexham. I don't know what happened at Wrexham then, but something happened. At the minute it's Bolton with the ball. So just playing it around the back at the minute. Let's have a look at the stats. Bolton actually have 52% possession, 6 shots, 2 on target. Wrexham have 7 shots, but only 1 on target. And this is one of the things I said about Wrexham. They seem to fire a lot. Look, they're getting the same as Birmingham. People putting 10 men in the box. But Wrexham have the idea that they can just fire from long distance and have a go, which is great if you get more on target. 7 shots, 1 on target. Not really very good. And they're doing it here. They're firing from outside the box. I wouldn't be surprised if Wrexham don't score here, because Bolton are putting everything in the box. But they're also having shots on goal themselves and on target. So if I was to guess which one, I'd actually be going Bolton. As Birmingham is about to kick off.
Birmingham City won, the leaders. Wycombe Wanderers in second, 0. Wycombe down to 10 men.
So at the minute we have, let's go up to the cup first. Crystal Palace 2, 10-man Millwall 1. We have Preston 2, Burnley 0. Yep. Palace 2, Burnley 1. We have Blackburn 0, Norwich 0. Blackburn. Actually, Norwich's idea of putting 3 up front I thought was insane. But it worked at first, and then Blackburn have turned it over and started to do quite well. So actually, Blackburn 0, Norwich 0, and at the end of the first half, certainly Blackburn were taking the bit between the teeth and going forward. Blackburn 0, Norwich 0. This is the most boring game of the day so far. So we'll probably have to forget that one. Leeds, West Brom. Leeds 1, West Brom 1. West Brom coming back. West Brom were actually the better side right up until way past Leeds' first goal, if you believe that. But they were, and then Leeds came into it a bit more technicality in the football. And all of a sudden, Geyser in a play, West Brom score. So when West Brom were playing well, they let one in. When West Brom weren't playing that well, they scored. Right, okay. And it's 1-1. Right, 69. That's never right, is it? Oxford, Coventry. Oxford 0, Coventry 1.
Under a little bit of pressure, McCleary plays it safe.
48 minutes.
Hits down the channel
and 42 with Oxford now in attack. Oh, takes it out. Coventry throw in on the halfway line.
Scowen takes no chances.
We are listening. We're going to keep listening to the Birmingham game.
Launched long. Clara heads away. Birmingham City haven't seen the ball in the second half. 2 minutes into it. Nice turn from Patterson.
Seeing as I know that we've got a Town fan on, we'll leave the Birmingham City game on, and I'm going to go to the Wrexham game.
Wickham right on the corner flag. Good run though from Patterson.
Because now we've got Wrexham intercept the ball in their own third, and they try feeding it down the right, but Bolton intercept that one with ease.
Patterson's going to take it.
Bolton now back to the defence. They're back to the final third. Oh, we lose it to Sam Revan. Revan's not usually that good. Smith. Back to Dobson.
Felt he got a nudge in the back,
into Rathbone. Rathbone is cross it out. Out.
Touch.
Don't give it to Rathbone in that area. Gives it to Rathbone just inside the box, and you don't want to be giving it him inside the box. We know what he can do. We as Rotherham fans, we always sell on or lose as best players for nothing.
To aim for. Good start to the second half for the 10-man of Wickham. This one is into the 6-yard box, too close to the keeper though. He didn't really have to move. Yes, there are defenders closing in on him, but he didn't have to go.
Wrexham waiting for Bolton to go take the free kick, the goal kick.
Nice idea in a sense. The delivery was decent. Just
long kick and then long kick back by Wrexham, and then the Bolton keeper kicks it all the way back out again. It's going to be. It gets kicked out by a Wrexham player there.
Which one was going to go for it? It's probably too heavy
it's
anyway.
a Bolton throwing on near the halfway line.
Try and counter.
See how things are going at the minute.
I think Humphreys knew his pass wasn't good.
Still Bolton slightly more.
To Wickham just inside the Birmingham half.
Slightly more about them.
Good start to the second half.
Yes, they're encamped in their own area, but when they get forward,
for Wickham,
they seem to just be able to cut through that back three, because they're playing a back three, Wrexham, and a midfield flat midfield five. Straight. You see, they've done it again. They've Bolton put it over the midfield five, and they now got and they. Wrexham get it, kick it through. Rathbone has a shot off target, and it's a goal kick. Bolton kick it straight out to a Saya Tutu, and a Wrexham player goes hurtling in on him and gets a yellow card. So what's happening with the look of this Town is he's going, but Bolton are keeping it in their own half, and then when they see an opening, they're lobbing it over Wrexham's mid five and into their defence. Now the defence is only three men, which 3-2 is a damn good odds, I think.
When they're 1-0 up at home against the nearest challengers who are down to 10 men.
I'm not quite sure what Wrexham are playing at. They don't seem to be able to change between formations. They stick to it. I mean, you know as well as I do, when you get into the Championship, you've got to be able to change your formation. If it's not working, you change it. Wrexham aren't doing this. Any of their games, I've not seen them change the formation yet. They stick to it.
Via Davis.
And again, they're sticking to the five across midfield. As Smith has it in mid. Pushes it forward to Longman. Dobson.
He goes round his man, knocks it past his man, he goes flying. I think, Lowe's put the challenge in. The referee, I think, has given a free kick.
Oh, Wrexham cross it, and Murphy kicks it out. Don't give it back to him, you idiot. O'Connor has a shot off target. Should have been on target, that. Bolton nearly did Harry Kerry there and just gave it to Longman in the box, in the 6-yard box as well. I'll have a free shot, shall I? On target would be good.
Arguably overrun it behind for a goal kick. Oxford have equalised at home to Coventry in the Championship.
Oxford have equalised. We'll put that one on.
Free kick in a very good area for Birmingham City. Short corner, if you like. Pretty much on the goal line, pretty much on the edge of the 18-yard box. Down with the deliveries. Whipped it in, and it's over everybody, through everybody. And it's going to go out of play for a goal kick.
I hate it when he does that
Millwall
straight
equalised.
through.
Sorry,
And,
pulled one back.
somebody get to it. Nope.
Palace are down to 10. Got an 8th minute red card. Went 2-0 down. But 13 minutes into first half stoppage time, they managed to get one back. So
Yeah.
it's Crystal Palace 2,
Yeah.
Millwall 1.
Yeah, they
Into the 53rd
Preston
minute.
2, Burnley 0.
Obviously, it's a fair bit of first half stoppage time.
Palace 2, Millwall 1 still. 60 minutes at Palace,
Still got to
71
the
minutes
League
at
One
Preston.
Game, incidentally, Wrexham against Bolton.
Bolton now
News for
having a
Wickham,
goal kick again.
who are losing. Wrexham at the moment would only cut the gap to 2 points. So the Chairboys' advantage, still a decent one.
See what the odds are. So we've got roughly 2-1 for Wrexham. Roughly 3-1 for Bolton. So there's not a great deal in it here. When you consider Bolton are away, that's actually quite even as far as likelihood of skill levels are concerned.
For Wrexham either.
So we have West Brom 1-1. Yeah, Leeds 1, West Brom 1. We have Oxford.
Both at it. In fact, I think Laird's the man penalised.
Oxford 1, Coventry 1. Yeah.
Birmingham City on the right. Normally playing at right back, but often as a right winger.
Crystal Palace 2. That's still half time. Preston 2, Burnley 0. We'll have a quick look at that. Preston 3, Burnley 0. Preston 3, Burnley 0. Just gone in, another one. So Preston are indeed looking like winning that one. There's Preston, there we are. Burnley look like being well and truly out and on their way home. They're probably thinking we'd rather get promoted than mess around with the FA Cup. But hey, anybody can win it this year. Man City are obviously the favourites, but they're not playing that well.
Wickham making their task of recovery a little bit harder.
So yep, 3-0 now. Let's make sure I've transferred it.
Birmingham City haven't lost the game yet in the league, that is.
I'm going to say Birmingham City haven't lost it. Hang on, they have. Birmingham City have lost.
To win, they've only been held.
They lost against Shrewsbury Town, mate. You got that one wrong.
3 draws out of 16.
I am right. Oh no, they have lost the game.
Winning the other 13, only conceded 7.
Well,
29.
I don't know. These commentators are all they're talking about.
McClary wins a throw-in off Davis. He's had a quiet game, understandably. Ball's come off Cleary last.
Right, we're going to go back into. We're listening to the Birmingham game, and because we've got a town fan in, better turn the electricity up.
Birmingham in front of them.
See, this is what not at home. Oh, is that what he said? I'm thinking, they have lost, haven't they?
To their plan. Just hit it long.
Yeah, I remember the Shrewsbury Town game. My God, how the hell did they win that one?
That made the difference. Lovely finish from Gardner.
I think they just underestimated them, didn't they? Oh, we'll walk over this one. Oh, Wrexham. Oh, Dobson. Rodriguez. Oh, no. Wrexham.
Down the left-hand side.
Down the middle. No, back. Oh, he tries cutting it back and Forrester nicks it. But loses it and then gets it back again. Collins, come on, keep the ball. Bolton. Pushed into midfield. They have to push it forward, but O'Connor and O'Connell grab that one, give a 1-2 between each other for Wrexham. Wrexham down the left-hand side. James. For Wrexham, back to O'Connell. The defence for Wrexham is pretty high up for it to be quite honest. Defence kicks it forward, trying to pick out one of the strikers, but Southwood kicks it towards Johnson, and Wrexham player tries kicking it, but miskicks it, and it goes out for a Bolton throw in.
Kind of is in the way. May hasn't done an awful lot there. And he was very
Oh, don't!
frustrated there.
I know, isn't that bloody
He
annoying?
just had
I
a
mean,
word to suggest calm down.
and they're
57
always,
minutes ticking over. Absolutely
whenever
everything's
they've
been
got
better
one in the
than
last
the
minute, they're always the
commentary.
worst of the two sides.
City leading by
It's like,
Gardner Hickman
how the
volley
hell did they get that
in the
one?
21st minute. Wycombe Wanderers down to 10 men. Looks
Yeah,
as
most of
though
the time
there's
I've seen it,
a
it's like,
change
they didn't deserve that.
in a moment.
James now back to
They start
Rathbone,
with the
and
same 11,
Rathbone
big
crosses
late
it through to
volley.
Rodriguez, and it's off, it's out,
Also
and
against 10 men.
it's a Bolton throw in.
Longer.
Goal kick.
12th minute when Curry got sent off for the O's. I think it was time.
So we got
47
Preston
minutes.
3,
The
Burnley
dismissal
0,
of,
Palace 2,
Silence.
10-man Millwall 1,
Wanderers back in position.
Blackburn 0, Norwich 0. Oxford 1, Coventry 2 now, and I'll put that on before. Oh, we'll do that as well. So Coventry have regained the lead.
Going to allow Reach to do it now.
If you want me to go to some, I will do. But because we've got
Only
we've got our
Necessarily out of this game, winning it.
Mansfield fan. We're all Yorkshire today.
Point.
We've got Roy.
Birmingham City are probably playing within themselves.
Anyone
Man up
fancying a Rex? And we've got
Goal
our Huddersfield Town fan.
at home.
Yeah, I think
Pathfinder down
Roy.
the right.
I think we're
Overlapping support.
We're
from
getting
Taylor,
ready
but
for
the
a
pass
last-
is
no.
slightly underhit.
no. Bolton are going to get the last minute goal.
Has possession back.
Bolton are getting the last.
Pressure.
Although,
Finds
ooh,
Bradley
blind.
on the
Oh no! Don't give it to Rathbone there. No. Oh, Rathbone
Back
gets it.
around
And
towards
it gives it to. Oh no! Rathbone and Rodriguez in the box. No, Johnston
Who's,
nicks
got
it.
a
Kicks it
one-step
out.
right
Ah, comes
shoulder.
back in. Smith.
Pike
No,
is- I think
can't
it's
do
on.
anything. Kicks it into the corner. Ah, a 2-2 loses it.
And again,
Longman. Shit.
not much in it.
Wrexham are really pushing it here. Oh, they kicked it back to
Missing a
midfield, lobbed it into
I'm
the
not
box,
sure.
and
That's a couple now that
and
Wycombe
Bolton
got.
come out
If the
with
referee's thinking
it.
about
But Longman
Hart
nicks
really
it.
dished out in the first
Hey,
half.
Wrexham are pulling up trees here. Down the left-hand side for
Coventry
Wrexham.
are back in front at Oxford.
You've Roy,
Oxford
you've gone and-
Coventry 2. Still 1-1 leads West Brom. Still 0.
Oh, it was Russ that said not at home.
30 yards from goal, outside the right edge of the box. McCleary runs over.
I just heard him say
Left
they haven't
footed by
lost the
Humphries.
game yet. I didn't
Towards
realise
goal
it.
line, just blocked. Allsop might have been offside anyway. Allsop coming out low, challenging.
It all heating up at Birmingham.
Was it a high boot? I don't think it was offside, you know. I think he's genuinely going for the ball as well. And he did get a touch, but obviously there's a bit of momentum. Also, didn't make the most of it. That's a chance.
Well, I guess a yellow card for it.
I mean, it's stretching for it, towed it towards goal. Keeper's right on top of him, blocked by Allsop. But good chance. I mean, they do have some height in the box. That's for sure. Oxford, well, they're back on terms. Weren't behind for very long. Oxford United 2. Coventry 2. It's
They've
White
gone back
on
again,
from
2-2.
behind.
Yeah, you take the game off that game. It's one of those games. Oxford 2, Coventry 2. They're not letting go, Oxford, are they? They keep going behind. They keep getting it back again.
Preston have got a third.
Yeah, they got a third ages ago.
I think Burnley's minds are on the lead.
Oh, O'Connell has a shot for Wrexham, and it's off. It's out, and it's for a goal kick to Bolton. And yeah, the interesting thing, Russ, is I'm thinking they have lost one. I'm thinking surely they weren't talking about overall. I'm trying to watch one game and listen to the other one. At the minute we're on Wrexham, so we've got Wrexham, we've got Birmingham playing, we've got Wrexham being watched at the minute, and Wrexham they lose it to Bolton. Bolton's Johnston. Johnston is not too bad in the back. He seems to be just standing up for himself.
2D.
But Wrexham have started turning up
It's over
the
everybody,
heat.
including Reach.
1-2 in it. Now Bolton are doing this quite a lot. They're just knocking it around in defence and making sure they keep the ball. And then at some point they seem to just kick it and try and lob it over the 5-men midfield. And to be honest, it's working. I mean, it's still 0-0, but it's working. Oh, Rathbone nicks it that time. But 2-2.
Emil Hansen.
Sire 2-2 gets it for Bolton. Runs it down the left, but loses it. But it goes out for a Bolton throw in.
Just having another look at his goal.
Make sure we keep together with the others. It's still Birmingham 1, Wycombe 0, as we can hear.
Not easy when you're running full pelt.
Oxford 2, Coventry 2, Leeds 1, West Brom 1, with West Brom coming back. Doesn't seem to do much. The most boring game of the day so far is the Blackburn Norwich game, which just doesn't seem to be. Certainly the first half was boring as hell.
The only chance we've had in the second
Let's
half.
have a look at that one, because it was really boring in the first half. Let's have a look. We've got an injury to Norwich's Christine.
Down low, bang in the centre of the goal, but unfortunately maybe stretching with the key.
Do you know, at the minute,
and although he did get
it's Blackburn 0, Norwich 0. How many goals do you think? How many shots on target? 0.
Haven't offered much.
This
Second period.
This is.
Much in terms of goal threat.
I mean, Norwich have got 63% possession, but they're just kicking it. They're just kicking it in their own area.
The first ball down the channel. Odo will give
However,
that's well marshalled by Davis. Shepherds it behind. Goal kick to
they've just removed the odds. Something's happening at Blackburn. We'll stay with it. Something's happened at Blackburn. We lost versus Newcastle. Oh, that doesn't count. And, that's Newcastle. You can't count that, Russ. You can't count that one.
The lion's share of the action in the first half.
What gets me is I got this Birmingham fan on abusing me this week. What was he called? Something stupid.
Onto his right foot, Cochrane, Iwata.
Yeah, something daft. And he goes, oh yeah, but the pitch we drew 0-0 at Reading because they parked the bus in defence. Well, yeah, every one of them are. You need to get more free kicks and corners, more of those in. And the guy here says they're just not doing very well on free kicks and corners, and that's been the difference so far. Up to the point where they got the goal. They need to do that to get over that the parked bus sort of thing. I said, yeah, we've got loads and loads of injuries. Yeah, everybody else has. Reading apparently said they only had 11 first team fit players before the Birmingham game. Whether that was true, I don't know, but they said they only had 11. Everybody has the same problem.
Williamson on the stretch, can't reach, cleared. Cochrane fires wide from the D.
Cochrane there. I mean, if you're going to...
City's best chance of the second half.
Should have really got that on target, I think. If you're going to get fire from the D,
Laird, the outlet.
You at least get it on target from there.
Trying to do tee up Williamson.
There's been a couple of instances for Birmingham where someone's gone in
Coventry have missed the penalty. What's going on?
Coventry missed a penalty.
Said he was having a better game
and instead of giving it to someone who's rocketing in next to him, he's done the selfish thing and tried to score. And I think there's been twice there where Birmingham could have got a goal by just tapping it sideways to the person who's rocketing in. And they just haven't managed to get that connection. And sometimes, just sometimes, I think not being selfish is a good thing. We do play long of late. We try, and that's about the only thing you can do, isn't it? I mean, you can't be tippy tappy when they park the bus in the bloody final third, can you? I mean, how can you tiptoe past a bus? You haven't got a chance. I was going to say, you've got to get used to doing a few long balls, and it's not for everybody because you have to have tall players, beefy ones, to be able to raise above all the others, or force a few free kicks like we keep trying, failing dismally. But yeah, I'm glad you are, because it has to be done. And there's a similarity, I think, between, and I'll go back to the Wrexham game. There's a similarity between Mansfield and Roy will back me up here, Roy Stay, and Birmingham. They've been playing really pretty football, nice one-touch football, and Mansfield have as well, up to a point, but they weren't. It suddenly stopped working when they started getting injuries. But they kept playing pretty football. It doesn't get you into the box, and if they park their bus there, it doesn't get you in the bus in to have a shot. And you've got to be able to change it to longer shots. So I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, Roy. Pretty football, and the number of times I've watched it with Roy, Russ, and the ball's lovely football, and then it crosses it, and it goes straight across the goal, straight across the goal line, like literally a ball's width from the goal line, and it just goes really straight off. Nobody's there to shoot, and you're thinking, well, who the hell was that to? No shots, but great football. Absolutely brilliant football. But you can't do that if you like a team like Birmingham can't do that, because not only can they play the pretty football, but you've got so many people. So many people has been a goal.
Missed the penalty.
So yeah, Coventry they've missed a penalty and then they've now gone ahead. So it's now again Oxford 2, Coventry 3. I actually said 3-2 on my prediction. Hey, this will be good.
Leeds West Brom in the Championship, in League One.
I don't want any more goals.
Nil. We know Birmingham lead 10-man Wycombe by a goal to nil. Bradford City have just equalised at Salford, so that's now 1-1. It's also 1-1 Tranmere Port Vale. Those games in League Two.
Oh, hell. Right, hang on, let me put the Coventry one on.
The FA Cup, and also in the FA Cup.
But yeah, it really is interesting. Of course, mate, if Plan B, if you like, we do try to walk it in, frustrating at times, mate.
Second half, 2-0 they led at break. About to restart at St Andrews.
If you get it past the defence, you can do. But at least you've got the class and the skill to do it. I mean, if we tried that, no, we'd never even get into the final third. It's not even worth thinking about.
Played into the box, it just gets away from Udo.
Yeah, we are absolute dross.
By Birmingham City into
Leeds United 1, West Brom 1. Yeah, mate.
Right next to the throw-in take.
I mean, it's.
Surely it's been 30 seconds.
I tell you what, I said this at half time. I don't know which ones of you were on. Right, let me just turn that down a minute. So we had Rotherham had their pre-match discussion with all the media there for the game today at I don't remember where the hell we are. Bristol, is it? And so the pre-match meeting for Bristol is they got all the media there, and on the front was the printed out banner saying what this meeting was. It says this is the pre-match discussion for Reading. They hadn't even bothered to copy and paste it properly. And something's happened at Preston. They just printed off the previous week and not copy and pasted Bristol Rovers on it. They couldn't even be bothered to do that. And then Steve Evans came and somebody asked him, "Are you bothered about getting relegated?" "Oh, we're miles away from relegation." He says, "In fact, by the end of Saturday, we might even be in the top half of the table." And nobody dares challenge him. But everybody's thinking, we're 6 points away from 12th place. It's mathematically impossible. And he does talk some utter crap. We're in transition anyway. But I said, well, what is transition? Where are we transitioning from? Where are we going to? How long is it going to take? What are we going to do to get there? The Rotherham fans are just. It's the owner and his mate, isn't it? And he's got his mate as manager. He's not going to do anything about it. And absolute dross. So what's happened at Preston? 90 minutes. Oh, it's full time. Yeah, that's it. It's Preston 3, Burnley 0 is full time. 81 minutes. Oh, Crystal Palace have just scored. It's Crystal Palace 3, 10-man Millwall 1. Of course, in Millwall losing their goalkeeper after just 6 minutes, I think it was. Get in, Rooney. Don't you even start saying things like no bloody way. Actually, Rooney was actually going to be manager of Rotherham at one point. But the papers got hold of it and then Rotherham pulled out. Thank fuck for that. And it was before Birmingham. Rotherham was going to have him. And it's like, thank God for that. Anyway, I've got to put Crystal Palace on. Oh God, I know I want that one there. Crystal Palace. We'll put Crystal Palace score in there. So that looks like it for Millwall. Oh dear, do like and subscribe, everybody. I do need loads and loads of subscribers. It's this ain't doing very well. Blackburn 0, Norwich 0. And they would go back into there, and Blackburn are on the attack again. Bad throw-in, but if they get a second ball with Wyman. Cross it to Tronstadt. Quite quickly to Britton on the right. Oh, Dennis tries crossing it in, but Angus guns there to kick it out. But he gets it straight back again, and a bit of a panicky situation in the defence for Norwich, and they don't need to be doing that on 79 minutes. They really don't. And they calm it down now, pass it around defence, but it doesn't look like there's going to be. It doesn't look like there's going to be a shot on goal, on target at all in the entire 90 minutes at Blackburn. This is the biggest bag of dross I've ever seen since watching Rotherham. Watch it. Now that I've said that, someone's going to score. Roy knows this. As soon as you have a B plan, show off. Yeah, yeah, it does. They do, don't they? They do have a. They do have a. We don't have a B plan. We don't have an A plan. At least, hey, Roy. At least you've got an A plan. We haven't even got an A plan. We haven't got an A plan. And then we've got poor old Town fan here who's they've got an A plan and a B plan, but neither of which seem to be working because they haven't got enough players to put it in action. It's like, shit. Blackburn into the box. Can we get a shot on target? No, it's off target and it's a goal kick to Norwich. Oh, why am I surprised at that? Why am I surprised? Oh dear God. So if anybody's watching the football highlights tonight, don't watch the Blackburn one. It's not worth watching. Oh dear God. I don't know. I think it's more likely to be Wrexham. Oh, Marriott off target there for Wrexham, and Bolton now can come up for it. But oh yeah, I mean every click on that subscriber helps. Every click on the like button helps as well, because then they advertise this more next time. So Wrexham are making a substitution. Let's just pull that the Birmingham game back up.
Chances in the second half. I think Birmingham a couple really, and only one to speak of.
Yeah, I think it's very 50-50 to me. Wrexham,
It's a corner now.
I think Wrexham are doing slightly better points wise. Wickham look like they're dropping just a few too many for me.
May shot blocked by Laird. I think
Oh.
going out of play. Maybe the referee's blown for a foul because there was a block off there. It was a cleverly worked routine. But Clara essentially being an obstruction, allowing May to be.
All right, okay. So he's pushed him out of the way so that May can have a shot.
Clara suddenly turned and basically made a beeline for May's marker. May didn't
He's turned around, took May's marker out. Bang! That's it. You're staying on the floor.
Not sure I agree with that one either.
Oh, Wrexham have it again in defence. Lee.
That's a good decision from the ref.
He doesn't like the ref, this guy. Oh, straight through the middle. Marriott has a shot off target, and Wrexham are certainly coming forward. It's back with Bolton. We've got 4 minutes left of normal time at Wrexham. And at the minute, Bolton are hanging on. 10 men in the box. Yeah, come on, let's hit my like. Hit my like. Come on, give me some likes. Oh, dear Lord.
Not saying they should do, but they definitely don't. And
He's really not liking. He's picking on the referee at the minute. He's like, Bolton give it straight to a Wrexham player in midfield, and they're not doing too well. They've got 10 men in the box at the minute, Bolton, and Wrexham are just being allowed to just push forward. It goes out, and it's going to be a Bolton substitution, and they're just going to go all out now for as much of a defensive action as they can.
Excuse me, in the first half, that was when there was a full complement of opposition to play against. The 10 men have really made it hard.
Wait for this, because I think we could.
Just starting to knock it around as they do. Not always threatening the goal, but it's making the men in red shirts run around.
Barnett now for Wrexham. Dobson's been sort of like, okay, he's not being overdoing it. Mansfield took a fair few for Burton. Oh, that's nice to see. Burton have actually been doing quite well. As Bolton intercept that one in the box.
Bradley heads away. Udo controls in the deep, he's facing his own goal, lays it off to Bradley, who hits it up to the halfway line. Cody's done well to bring it down.
Do you know, I think it's something like 3.5 years since Rotherham.
Stretching Udo, got there ahead of Davis. Can't quite get enough of a contact. That was a fantastic break from the chair boys. A man down, defended in numbers, they're still full of running.
Nearly got an equaliser there. Nearly got an equaliser. We've not won by more than 3 goals away from home for over 3.5 years.
Get much of a contact. He's kind of cushioned it wide.
What does that tell you? And we've only won away from home, I think, twice in the last 2.
But he didn't find the target.
Yeah.
At that pace, if it had hit the target.
And one of them was this year at Cambridge. Bugger. That's so droll.
Any meatier contact, it's probably one.
Yeah, I mean, your fans at least have something to cheer about. As Bolton have a shot on target. Collins. Oh, Bolton nearly nicked it in the last few minutes. The last minute of normal time, and Bolton nearly get a goal. And stretched the keeper there to try and get that one out, and oh, that was close. That was close. On 89 minutes. Yeah, we've got a corner. So Bolton have a corner now. Can they do better from the corner? I can feel lots of people in the chat crossing their fingers. It comes out. Oh, it's a shot by Forrester off target, and Okonkwo grabs it, tries pressing it through, loses it. Ah, Forrester, Gomez. He's in the corner.
There are options available. Might be one.
Another corner. Nope. No, crosses it in. Yeah, comes in. Okonkwo clears it. Cluworth. Wrexham hanging on there. Wrexham were hanging on really well. Everybody in the box. Just making sure it goes out as quickly as they can. But now it's Wrexham with we're going to be 5 minutes extra time at Wrexham.
Laird is walking off, but obviously a little injury.
So Birmingham makes a substitution. Laird injured, so yeah, we'll have to see how badly that is.
I think that's Djokovic who's also coming on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 9 minutes, and they're going to score in 90 plus 9, aren't they? Not bad guess, yeah.
So we don't know who's gone off with
So,
Djokovic.
83 minutes.
Alfie May has had a quiet second half. Not necessarily his fault. Because,
Alfie May off.
Wishing to sound condescending.
I'm not an Alfie May fan. Rotherham nearly bought him for £1 million from when they played in Scotland. And then Sheffield Wednesday saw that Rotherham were going to buy him for £1 million and bought him for 1.1 million. So that we didn't get him. And of course he did garbage at Sheffield Wednesday. As Birmingham shoot it down. It went out in the far right hand corner for Birmingham. But yeah, it's that was close. Let's go back to the Wrexham game as Bolton cross it in. Oh, Fletcher kicks it out for Wrexham. Back to Okonkwo. Crosses it, but left hand side. But Thomason grabs it for Bolton.
Birmingham have had 5 efforts on target. Wickham, who I've suggested have been the better side in the second half, have yet to hit the target.
Wickham yet to hit the target. Like I said, they've got 10 men in the box for the first half. It really don't matter.
The 3 chances.
Wickham parked the bus as Revan goes down the left for Wrexham. Hang on, last minute, last 3 minutes. Wrexham push it down the side. 89 minutes. No, come on. Passes it back. That might be a free kick. That might be a free kick in the at the far side now.
I don't want to say they've ridden their luck.
Yeah, it's going to be a free kick. And this is a dangerous place to have a free kick. Wrexham now, free kick just outside the box. Bolton player gets a yellow card. We have got 2 minutes 15 seconds left. Oh, pass it back. Oh, pass it back and lose it. Jesus. Oh, Bolton in there. Oh, they just miss it. They nearly got away. What did he think he was doing? Wrexham free kick. They passed it back. But then they passed it back again, lose it in their own half to Bolton, and they thought, like, shit, we've got the ball, what do we do with it? And then they're going to lose it.
Free kick, decent area.
Yeah, I can imagine that, Russ. I mean, Stansfield is just so much better, isn't he? I mean, it just wipes the floor with May. And I was never a May fan anyway. But I didn't realise that Stansfield was back out. How long's he out for? Because I assumed that Stansfield came in just after the Wrexham game and it stayed in. But
far post, that's just fractionally too far ahead of Lowe.
So I think, I don't know how long he's out for. I'll have to look that one up unless you're going to tell me. I can't. Because I was thinking, Stansfield's in. Right, okay, that's it. The main man's in there, but No, I didn't realise he was injured.
Blackburn had a man sent off in the 85th minute. Norwich appear to have got a winner in the 90th.
Oh, Norwich have done the same thing as what Wrexham do. Their usual thing, Norwich have actually got a winner. 90 minutes. And, yeah. Can't believe that. Norwich. I'll put that one on.
Times in the FA Cup. Palace 3, Millwall 1.
Let's go back to scores because we do want to make sure I get as many as possible. Blackburn, 10-man Blackburn, 0, Norwich 1. Leeds 1, West Brom 1, with West Brom equalising, and Leeds don't seem to be able to answer back. Oxford 2, Coventry 3. Still on there. And, I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't put it against Oxford to actually get an equaliser because they've been doggedly pushing that midfield line and pushing up.
He's got the decision.
Not too long. Davis will. Well, that's it. Yeah. It doesn't want the opposition to know whether he's going to be back or not. So they don't know if they need to put 2 men to man mark him. And so, yeah, best idea. Absolutely the best idea.
Comes and gets enough on it.
Ooh, Wickham have a good shot there, and it comes back to a bit of ping pong ball now. Birmingham, then back to Wickham, then back to Birmingham, then back to Wickham. Back to Birmingham, and Birmingham kick it out for a Wickham throw-in. Dangerous Wickham throw-in. Yeah, long throw potential indeed.
By goal to nil. With a minute or so of the 90 left, there will be some stoppage. We've had a couple of injuries.
88 minutes, 45 seconds, and Wickham are about to have this could be a long throw into the box. No, short. Grimmer
does take it short.
Leahy. Scowen goes into the corner. Oh, back to Grimmer. Cross it in. Allsop gets that one.
To Scowen. Cross from Grimmer is high and
high. Oh, loses it. He's lost it. How the hell has he lost it to Taylor?
Playing the ball.
He hasn't.
A bit of contact as well with Clara. There's no malice. I don't like this rolling around. It's Allsop clutching his shin.
Taylor came in and clipped Allsop, and now Allsop's rolling around on the floor. He's not been caught that badly. He's like, I agree with the commentator on that one.
And the 3 Bristol's.
He just wanted to get the ball, like, oh, I've got the ball. Oh no, he's hurt me. So Allsop's now rolling around on the floor like a 2-month-old child.
Strong under pressure. I hope he's all right. Now I've said this, but melee, and he's held onto the ball. He's getting a bit of treatment, Allsop.
Oh dear, we're going back to the Wrexham game. Full time, it's Wrexham 0, Bolton 0. They didn't get a goal in the final 90 minutes plus 5. Right, so you can
stoppage time. It's not been confirmed yet how much stoppage time it will be played. Ooh, a sizable 8 minutes.
8 minutes extra time at Birmingham. Oh my God.
His left shin, left ankle looked at.
Yep, 8 minutes. But we've still got Allsop on the ground.
I would say none of his teammates look overly concerned. But across and,
the defender's like, oh God, he's playing up again. I'm buggering off.
Mike Iwata and Clara didn't seem too fussed.
As it comes to something, when your own defenders turn around, they are, oh, God, leave him on the floor.
Still playing.
Yeah, Leeds 1, West Brom 1 then.
1, Oxford 2, Coventry 3.
All the other ones still staying the same. Shall we go into League 2? Let's just see League 2 scores. Salford 1, Bradford 1, 10-man Tranmere 1, Port Vale 1.
Substitution.
Wrexham 0, Bolton 0 is a final score. Leeds 0, Leeds 1, West Brom 1 is a final score.
Put some gloves on. He stood up now. Is Allsop. He's hopping around.
He's a great actor, also. I wish it should go on the movies. That was a brilliant piece of over exaggeration.
Around. Is he going off?
Oh, he can't go off for that. No bloody way. It wasn't even.
It's not 100% clear. Although the fact that he's leaving the 18-yard box, it would appear, would suggest he is going to be replaced.
How?
Well, we've had 2 minutes of stoppage time.
This has to be a tactical thing, this, doesn't it, Russ? I mean,
We haven't played
that
enough.
wasn't a bad tackle, was it? I mean,
So it remains Birmingham
he
City
didn't even
one,
get a yellow
Wycombe
card for it.
Wanderers 0. With 8 minutes of stoppage time, I'm assuming to play. Now, if he's going off,
He's going off. Solsop's going
he's
off.
getting treatment inside the 6-yard box. He could have walked behind the goal.
Hey?
I don't know why the referee didn't sort that out. If he's going to get replaced, it doesn't really matter. The play's been stopped for 3 minutes.
This is really strange, Russ, this one.
They've made the substitution. Bailey,
They have
Peacock,
made.
Farrell on.
So Peacock Farrell's coming on. That was weird. There's going to be a lot of
3 minutes
extra
of
time.
stoppage time, and the ball has
We've
not
still
been kicked.
got 8 minutes left.
And the foul, I think, was about 2 minutes to go.
Oscar
8
for
minutes
hold
of
up.
stoppage time
Yeah,
starting now.
exactly. Yeah, also, yeah, absolutely Oscar. I mean,
The
he
ball
needs
is dropped, Peacock and Farrell was waiting to close
definitely
down.
give him an Oscar for this one.
Allsop had the ball in his hand.
Also, just like
Ridiculous.
he did get it, but then the Wickham guy
Players
came
back
in.
underway.
But he just
And
wants to
Wickham
knock
got
it into the
in
net.
last,
He
8 minutes of
didn't
stoppage time.
really foul him. It was just like a firm
3.5 minutes in
push.
stoppage time. But it
Um,
was meant to be 8 played, so I'm expecting 8 minutes.
so will be another 8 minutes.
Ball down the channel.
Right, so we're on
Right.
94
Down.
minutes. So
Tandem with Bailey.
yeah, 102
Midfield to
minutes
Webster.
to play.
Pike, 25 yards out, 20 yards out. Lines up a shot, left-footed, high, wide, near post. And behind for a goal kick. They probably haven't done enough. Well, they obviously haven't done enough in the second half. In the first half, there was a lot of chances for Birmingham City. They might have scored
Davis
more
now.
second half.
For Birmingham.
Really to write home about. I still think the Cochrane chance in
Ooh,
the D.
blimey,
Very
lose it to
central,
Wickham.
flashing wide. A little bit like the
In the
Ogyedema
box.
chance
Grimmer
against
comes in, or
Wickham.
pulls it back
It's
to
probably the
Udo.
best that
Goes it
Birmingham
in. Pike
created
kicks
in
it
the
back out. Scowen grabs it. Gives
Wickham
it to
back on the
Taylor. Back
attack.
to Grimmer.
Maybe 1 or 2 nerves around the home players.
Pushing it. Pike
Grimmer
manages to
has
intercept it.
Trying to nutmeg Hans, and it gets away from him. Pumped downfield by Cochrane. The only 2 players in there are Bradley and Norris.
Oh, Pike, is that a free kick? No.
Certainly, defended
Kicks
very
it out
deep
anyway to
and in
Bradley.
Numbers, Birmingham City has 5 minutes of
Back
stoppage
in.
time completed
Davis loses it to Low.
by
Low
Norris, headed away
comes
by
into the
Davis
D.
and
Cone.
Clara.
Back to Reach.
By Lee, works it over
Reach
to
goes
the
into the left hand
side.
corner. Gives it back to Lee. Back to Reach. Back to Lee. Go on. Cross it in, but Awata is there to kick that one out.
Low.
To the left hand side now for Cochrane.
Waterhead's clear.
Cochrane
back
tries
by
threading
Bradley.
it through, but
Tom
loses it to
Cochrane
Grimmer.
heads away.
Grimmer Lee. Oh, that was a
Corner
good
flag.
chance
Hansen
there that
trying to
went
prevent
begging
throwing
for
it, puts it
Wickham.
downfield
And Wickham
towards
comes back out.
Djokovic, who's trying to
Put out by Birmingham. It's going to be a throw in for
And he
Wickham.
does.
And
He prevents
Wickham
the ball
are
down the line from
actually
Taylor, throws
pushing
to
it
Wickham
here.
near the halfway line. Bit more of a physical presence.
Farrell doesn't
Times
go
with
any
no
fuller.
changes to the scoreline in
They're-
all the
they're-
championship games.
They're putting a wall up in front of him at the minute.
Equaliser.
There's a wall of blue in
Blackburn
front of
7
Peacock
minutes,
Farrell.
Blackburn 1,
And
10
they're
men.
just letting Wickham
Birmingham
come
City
forward
jump
and
into
hits the
pressure from
wall
Grimmer.
of blue.
He's bundled over
As
by him now.
Iwata
Wickham captain. Grimmer doesn't like it.
gets a free kick.
I think there's been plenty of free kicks, contact from behind in those sort of areas given both ways. I think they're soft, and I think this is soft, but it's not out of the blue, is my point.
So,
Leeds West
90
Brom is a 1-1 full time.
So that was Leeds West Brom was 1-1.
Goalless Wrexham Bolton, that has finished. League 2, Salford 1, Bradford City 2, Tranmere 1, 10 men. of Tranmere 1, Port Vale 1. As you know, Palace 3, Millwall 1 in the cup.
That's an
3,
interesting
Birmingham
League Two
nil.
point there for
Birmingham lead by
them,
4-0
because they're sort
with,
of just
about
above
7
that
minutes to stop
bottom.
time.
They're about
Completed, but I think
4 off the
still
bottom,
got
I think. 1 point is
5.
everything at the bottom of League Two.
Free kick
Pike,
to
oh,
Birmingham
through
City.
to Pike, and
Down
Pike pulls
through,
it back to
25,
Dowell.
30 yards
Runs
out
into
left of
the
Dick.
Wickham half
Pike
and
squares
pulls it
it
across to
down.
Clara.
He squares
Clara
it
now.
across to Clara. Across to Feely.
It's about a
He's
second
playing it
before.
Right back, rather than Clara.
Back to Pike.
Infield to
Oh,
Cock,
pulls it
going
back.
away from
Oh,
goal.
try down the left-hand side, but Grimmer
Within shooting
intercepts
range.
it. But Pike manages to
Well, they didn't have a
nick it
clock.
off him.
Obviously, they're trying to take time off the clock.
Still got
Taylor's trying to
time.
break downfield for Wickham,
Back
but
to Davies.
quite
Kicks
having
into that
definite
left corner
terms to
again,
keep
but
hold of the
Norris
ball. It's popped
gets
back.
it
Norris
for
is desperate
Wickham.
for the ball to bounce into the air, and it does just about do that.
Kicks it forward. Crone!
Before
Crone!
Djokovic
In the box!
closing down, he rolls it out to Bradley, who hits it long, flicked on by Kone. Cochrane heads away. Kone can't believe it. He's been penalised.
Really thought that was going to go the other way then. I really thought that was going to be the other way. But he's giving it to he's giving it to Birmingham.
I thought he flicked it on.
I thought he flicked it on.
The suggestion clearly is maybe he led with his elbow.
Well, I think Wickham should have got a dangerous
The
free
arm is
kick
up
there.
I don't think that's malicious personally. But when you take a look at the defender, then I guess you are asking for it.
What's
Not a
it called?
swinging
Arm in
He's
a
kind of just leaning that
arm
way.
in an
And he's
yeah.
even chatting with Davies
So the Wickham
now
guy had an
about
arm
it,
in
so there's
an unusual
ill
position,
feeling
or
felt
worry,
by
an unnatural position.
Birmingham
That's
City
the
victim of,
phrase, isn't it?
The challenge.
Got a stat for
I guess
you. Mansfield
their
have
arms
been
up there and you've
in
taken a
every
look
position
at
in
the
the league
defender.
from 1st to 16th.
There's no real excuse. Peacock Farrell aims a diagonal out towards the Birmingham right.
Is
Half one, but they're coming back
I
to
actually
possession.
think he's been
Play
quite
all
good,
back to Peacock
but the
Farrell.
guy
It's
on here
outside of
thinks
his
he's
area.
been rubbish.
Plays down one County, so it's
But there
locked
again,
down
he
there.
thought that
Right,
the
wins
red
ahead
card
of
wasn't a
somehow.
red card, but
He's not kept alive
technically
by
it's a
Downs.
red
When
card
it's
because
such throw-in near
it's the
corner flag for
rules.
Wickham.
I don't agree with
As we
it,
go into
but
the 10th minute stoppage
it's
time,
the
I still
rules.
think we've got a couple
You've
left.
got to go by the rule. Wickham have a throw in, but low. Bellick nicks it. Djokovic, loses it to
Downs now
Lee.
arguing
But
that,
Lee, Williamson did
cheating,
dreadful there.
Cheating the place of the
But
throw-in,
Lukovic grabs it back.
which of course every player does. Birmingham have actually
Just
defended high up the pitch
playing-
to prevent the easy clear out, and they've won possession back. Down
Yeah,
with
they're
a
just
little back heel down
pushing
the
it
line.
the
then
right
Djokovic goes
outside
down.
Wickham's
Pressure,
box
he's
now.
not gonna get a
Dowell,
free kick this time.
they're not pushing it.
Birmingham City
They
still
don't
have
need
the-
to
I don't know
push
if
it.
the referee stopped it because 3 or 4 Birmingham players are knocking it around. It has been stopped,
Why?
and the referee has given a foul. He really ought to give it quicker, deep in stoppage time, is my thought. Right on the corner flag,
2 minutes.
and so I'm sure Birmingham City will be playing it short.
2 minutes. Will Birmingham knock
It's the
it in
11th
to
minute
try and get a
stoppage time. This might be
second
the last
goal?
minute.
Or will they
Maybe
do
we
it
get
short?
90 seconds. I think it was about 3.5 minutes of stoppage time before play got back underway.
Yeah, we're going to 2 minutes, I think. Short to
Dowell's
Dowell.
doing his
Bellick.
shoelace.
Dowell. Crosses it
They have
in,
taken
and
it
it's
short,
out
trying
for
to
a
keep it,
Wickham goal
near the
kick.
corner flag. It's actually, I think Dowell was trying to play off the legs of Reach, missed him. It's behind for a goal
Oh,
kick.
Bradley down the middle. Clara nicks that one.
Goal kick's,
Stops that one going
already
through.
about to be taken.
Birmingham,
Header
Clara
one.
pushes it
I
through,
think
but
it's
is offside.
And he is. Free kick in the centre circle to Wickham. This is going one way. Hit
Offside
long, turn hope.
in the centre circle. That's
Norris
how far
will take
forward Wickham are playing now.
I don't know why they don't send everybody forward.
They have sent everybody forward. What are you on about? Full time.
High
Birmingham 1,
down the left
Wickham
channel.
0. We'll
Headed in
see
towards
you.
the 6-yard box, too close to Peacock Farrell. Lacked power to be a shot.
One last shot there, Bob, for
And,
Wickham.
that is the full-time
Well, that's it,
whistle.
full
Anson
time.
Ambrose, and a big step towards the title.
It's going to be the title anyway. It's just a case by how many points, isn't it? Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, everybody else. We did have a few other people. The Town Fan. Thank you, Town Fan channel. We have Russ. I think that's everybody, isn't it? So thank you for joining. Please do like and subscribe, and come back again. We're going to be on in for the 3 o'clock one, because it's good fun. So hopefully there'll be 1 or 2 people listening. If not, I'll be ranting to myself. So that's no difference there then. It's goodbye from John S's Sports Channel. And make sure I don't get to say my other channel, because that upsets people. And we shall see you again at 3 o'clock. Like and subscribe. See you again.